gay!
Kicking it off, we're setting the tone. Raging rhinos in the house with his mango throne. Star Wars Theory is the only man he adores. Maximum busy overdrive, hop on board. Next up, lethal lightning, fierce as can be. A furiosa simp, lover of the sea. Does she do anal? He asks with glee. Roll your dog and street fishing, as we all agree. Through hate we love, dance to be good. Jump on in it, the back to good. Pop culture talk, get ready to go. Hey Mods, have you even seen the show? Still it's all man of history, what's the deal? Accused of hate, but perhaps he's just real. Hungry or hatred, what's his true zeal? Only his comics will reveal the ideal. Mr. Grant Gregory, oh what a sight. Selling humanity to AI without a fight. Clean your crust and hold on tight. He's mapping the future into the night. Autism mate with the game plan in hand. Coffee, milk and blocks in Minecraft land. Toxic male hollers with the jesting hum. Telling Matza, oi, I am banging your mum.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Back of the Ute, where we're going to hang out, we're going to have some fun, we're going to watch some videos, we're going to talk a little bit about some pop culture. There's been a fair bit of news in the news recently.
Are they?
A fair bit of news in the news. Yes, but we're going to have a bit of fun. How you doing, Grant?
Doing good, buddy. Happy to be here talking about, I'm assuming we're going to be talking about Acolyte and all things Star Wars and Filoni because you're an addict and we're enablers. So, but no, it's good. It's good to have Skirmy on thing and True Pop, which the more and more I see of True Pop, I tend to believe he's turning into the child victim and the adult predator that molests him with his look. I'm loving it.
Oh, all rolled into one.
All rolled into one.
Well, that makes him a wanker because he's molesting himself.
Good lad.
How you doing, True Pop?
Yeah, I'm doing good. A lot of stuff going on. Setting up some live streams. Recently bought Civilization 6. That's been annoying the piss out of me. I didn't know it was that hard. Last game I played, I think, was 4 or 5 on like the Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that game, and now it's just like, the fuck do I do with builders and shit? You know, it just builds itself. I don't need a unit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to have you here.
Star Wars.
Yeah, we are going to talk about Star Wars. Of course, the Acolyte is in the news, and we are going to talk about it. But there is other stuff to talk about too, and other stuff to watch. I talked a lot about it on my stream, and I am like, I could keep talking about it, but I don't have to. I've gotten it all off my chest for these first 2 episodes. Anyway, Skirmitar, how you doing?
I am doing all right. It's quite a chilling weekend, but happy to be here.
Very good to have you. And we've also got another guest that popped in here. We've got Liquid Blake. How you doing, dude?
Greetings.
Were you
I
in
am
your
honored.
pajamas?
Yeah,
You
fucking
got your robe?
freezing.
Oh, it is freezing, isn't it?
Oh, Sydney,
hot.
the last week has been a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's
No,
because
it's
it's
been
Sydney.
cold here too.
Well,
Yeah.
so
Welcome
you guys
to
have
winter.
wind. Okay, because here
Well-
it's like 30 Celsius.
Oh, yeah. No, that would be nice.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. And
We had
our
6
winter, and
Celsius
our
as the
winter has
high.
only just started too. So,
Yeah.
like, we're in for a cold one, I reckon. You know, global
Yeah,
warming and shit.
If this is the start, the middle's going to be a fucking bitch.
Yep.
Yep.
No, I'm with you. Anyway, good to have you, Blake. It's
Thanks
been a
for having
while
me.
since you've been on the full Aussie. I think the last
Yeah,
time you were on the
Adelaide.
full Aussie was Mozzacon.
Yeah, Adelaide. I was
Yeah.
cruising around in the background, watching
Yeah.
mother fighting.
Yeah, it was great. Good times, good times. All right, let's quickly say hello to the chat and we'll get stuck into some shit. We've got Tris in the chat, Justice for Rhino's sanity with the Acolyte. Yeah. I'm doing all right. I hate it. It's a stupid fucking show, but I'm doing
It
okay.
makes no sense.
Smokey,
Like
how you
literally
doing?
contradicting so badly. I love it.
Has anybody other than myself here watched it?
I watched
actually
enough of it.
Okay.
I know everybody's probably seen 1,000,001 reviews and everybody talking about it, and you pretty much understand the story. But like, has anybody actually watched it?
Like the thing
No.
itself, no.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm the only one here. Fantastic.
Right,
we're
Rhino, you are the Australian fan of the show.
That's right. I'm the only one in Australia that's actually a fan of the show for all the wrong reasons. TPPT is in the chat. How you doing? Boss Hog, good to see you. We got Dr. Coffin Nails, Last Toxic Male. Miss J, how you doing? Sephiroth, did I say it right?
You did that time.
Yeah.
77. How you doing? Good to see you. Jerking it to the acolyte. No, I'm not doing that. Over on the Rumble side, we've got Blackbeard Dre. How you doing? Good to see you. And yes, if you're not following us over on Rumble, please go and give us a follow over there. We're trying to build that up. We're nearly to 200, actually. I think we only need like 7 more or something, if I'm not mistaken.
So get over it.
Beefy 5 Leia Husbando. Good to see you. Wow, what a name. Subhuman, how you doing? Good to see you, Subhuman. Always a pleasure to have him in the chat. Are you driving, Subhuman? We've got Kenzo, of course, and we're going to go through the memes. We are going to go through the memes. Who else have we got here? Just scrolling through a little bit. Happy birthday, Mozza, and happy Pride Month to Rhino and Lethal. Well, Lethal's not here. And we've got some Pride Month stuff to actually go over tonight too. So that should be pretty fun. Boss Hog, late and gay. Yes, we were a little late. Anomaly. Anomaly. I can't speak. Good morning. How you doing? Yes, it is good morning. It's now 12:12 in the morning. Sick lad. How you doing? Last Toxic Male for $5 says, Oi, Rhino, which body part of Theories do you like seeing him work out the most? Chest, shoulders, biceps, glutes, the phallus?
Phallus.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. That's a big
Well,
muscle.
I heard it's not as big.
It
but
gets
it could
bigger.
be.
It gets bigger.
It
What's
does.
the glutes?
Or his feet, your dog. Dude, why do you ask me stupid questions like this?
It is a great
I
question.
don't watch him work out. Yeah, I like watching him work out his glutes. There you go.
You've got a lot of lore associated with you, Rhino.
Oh, no. In all different places.
Is glutes
That's
like
made it even worse.
around the waist, I think? If I were to guess, glutes?
No,
Oh.
glutes is the butt cheeks.
Ah.
Of course, Rhino knows that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have assumed he's a big
Rhino
guy
and
too.
Joe, Star Wars slop this week. It was a bunch
Quentin,
of slop.
Rhino and Quentin, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Moz's Furious. What's that? Fury.
Persona.
Oh fuck! I got fucked that up completely. Moz's Persona.
Diaper.
Personas.
Oh,
Diaper rash.
Persona's diapers rash. Okay, thank you. It's too bad Moz is not here to read these
Yeah,
things.
Yeah.
more retarded than most.
No, I think you're doing a great job yourself.
G'day, Tim. How you
Yeah,
doing?
you're
Yeah,
doing a great
I'm
job.
doing. I'm actually not normally like this. I'm just pretending to be Mozza right
Yeah.
now.
Do you want me to send you that quote again?
Daniel James, yeah, send that quote again. You can read it. Where the fuck is Lethal? That's a good question. No, he's got. What's he got?
AIDS.
No, he
AIDS?
wrote. No, he's got something on like tomorrow morning or something.
No, it's
He's
about
got a
30
joke.
minutes from now. It's some game show.
Chemo?
They are doing
Ah,
a live
is he-
reaction.
Is he streaming that? So he's going to
Ye-
stream over the top of the full Aussie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a dog! All right, when they go live, we're going to stream snipe them and we're going to fucking fill their chat with shit.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
show them.
Star Wars comments.
Yeah, that's a good one. G'day, Teresa. How you doing? Good to see you. Blue Eyed Scorpio, I see you in the chat as well. Democracy Manifest. Did I miss anyone? I've probably missed a couple, but we're pretty much through to the bottom of the chat. All right, let's get straight stuck into that. I want to start with a video, and then we're going to go into a trailer.
Oh no!
But I've got a question. Before I show this video, I've got a question for everyone. Have you ever thought like, oh, I need to go get something out of this room? And then you walk into that room and you forget what it is that you need to get?
All the time.
Yeah, me too. It happens to me a lot.
Rarely.
Oh, that's because you're still
maybe
young and your brain's still
You're not old enough
like
yet.
young. You're not old enough yet. You'll walk into a room one day and you'll be like, what the fuck did I come in here for?
You know, yeah, I did actually like. I went grocery shopping, for instance, today, and it's just like, what the hell did I come in here for? You know?
Well, then you have had a moment like that.
Yeah,
You're not
that's
too
right.
young.
Would that count? It's not like in the house, but technically, like, if it's shopping or something, and it's
Well, when it happens in your own house, then you know you're old. Let's just say that.
Yeah, true.
All right. I need to just change my dark mode here. Fucking hate how bright this is on StreamYard.
Racist.
The racism.
All right. I think I've got the answer to the question in regards to what happens when you walk into that room and you forget. Oh no.
Walk into a room and forget why you are there. It could be because you ran into an alien and he had to erase your memory so he could escape.
Yeah, totally.
every
the
time,
reason.
every time that happens, man, that happens to me like three. They must live in my house.
It's
Three
just
times
Will
a day,
Smith.
I walk into a room. and
Just
I'm like,
Will
what the
Smith there. Ding.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with
then he
your
slaps you.
with your state's immigration policy, it doesn't surprise me that you aren't surrounded by aliens. So
Oh, it's so funny. Look what happens when I put this on dark mode. It goes to like light mode. Weird, isn't it? But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And his reaction.
Did this just blow your mind?
This is not funny.
Did you know that when you walk into a room and forget why you are there, it could be because you ran into an alien and he had to erase your memory so he could escape?
Yep, I love it. I love it. That's my new theory. Every time now I walk into a room, I'm like, what the fuck did I come in here for? I'm going to be like, I saw an alien. I saw a fucking alien.
Yeah, it
well,
makes
that's the
sense.
thing.
I
There was a
remember
whole
seeing you.
there was a whole season of Doctor Who that was based on an alien that did that called the Silence.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Every time you saw them, they erased
Every
your
time you
memory.
saw them, that was their defense mechanism. You'd forget them, so you'd turn around and you'd be like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Could I ask, like, why are we assuming they're aliens? They could be the gnomes that Alex Jones mentioned. What are they called? The pot-belly goblins or something like that. I can't remember what he referred to
It
them
could
as.
be the gay frogs. It could be anyone. You could just insert thing here.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into a trans person and they
You could-
erased my memory, so I forget that they were there.
You went insert thing here, and then your next story was because I ran into a trans person.
To be fair, I would like to erase my memory too. if that happens.
Scavatar.
Yeah, Rhino's like, "Well, I'm not gay, but I remember it."
That's what happens every time I walk into a room and forget what I went in there for. I do this.
It's just trannies everywhere.
You know that what's the sad part? I totally can see Rhino watching that video and this is fire shit. Yeah, this could be true. This could be true, but let's do it as a fun thing, as a joke. But
That's right. See, I made it fun. See, you even said I'm going to make it a fun thing. So you must think it was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, aliens
these
got
are-
them too.
We
Having
can't
to
pull the
forget stuff is
bamboozled
a
on him.
useful ability. Yeah. You get to watch things for the first time if you forget stuff, you know?
That's the best
First
part
time
about
watching
having
Brokeback Mountain.
Alzheimer's. You can play hide and seek by yourself.
We've got Taylor B for his 2-month membership, or their 2-month membership. Thank you very much. Disney Star Wars sucks. Yes, you're not fucking wrong. Fuck Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy, and Leslie. Prequels aren't perfect, but they have aged like fine wine compared to what we get today.
Not
Hashtag
fine
only
wine,
6 films.
like a nice casket of wine, like a good goon sack.
They're better than a goon sack.
Yeah, no, I said a good one. You know, one that costs like
Good
double
goon
figures.
sack. They have aged well. I do feel like the sequels definitely helped them a little bit because people said, well, at least they were Star Wars as opposed to the sequels.
At least they
So
were
in that
good.
sense, they kind of did help. But Look, I know why people have issues with them. I do have there are issues with them that I see, but I do choose to ignore them and just actually follow the integral parts of the story. Really, like some of the stuff, like the dialogue and stuff like that. It's
Don't
distracting.
you yell at people for that on your show? That they ignore the bad stuff and just go for the good stuff that they like?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's not that I'm necessarily. That's a good point, but it's not necessarily that I'm ignoring it. It's probably the bad way of saying it. It's not necessarily that I'm ignoring it. I can see that it's there, and I acknowledge that it's there, but I can sort of see past that in a way. Like, yeah, you could argue the same point, but these people make the arguments. Not even the way that I've just made that argument in regards to them seeing what I'm seeing. They don't see what I see. When I make a complaint about Disney Star Wars, they don't see what I see.
Right, calm down, Galadriel. Fucking hell.
You brought it up. I'm just answering the question.
I mean, the good outweighs the bad with the prequels compared to the sequel trilogy.
I agree.
Yeah,
definitely.
With the prequels, it's like, for one thing, it sells toys. It manages to sell toys. And the other thing is like, yeah, it's got bad dialogue and then bad plot points, but it doesn't damage Star Wars per se. Like the betrayal of Anakin, the Clone War, all these events kind of help Star Wars to build it up in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares if it's got like bad dialogue and blah blah blah.
Midi-chlorians was kind of a huge thing that kind of wrecked everything.
True. But with the sequel trilogy, it's like Luke wanting to kill his nephew. That is permanent scar.
They explained it. He had a bad dream. That makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. The thing, like with the Midi-chlorians stuff, like I can see why people had a problem with Midi-chlorians in the Phantom Menace. I never really had a problem with what they were doing there. But also, too, after reading the Plagueis novel, I know it's essentially homework, but that does fill in a bit of the gaps and makes Midi-chlorians a bit more standable? No. Bearable.
Yeah, but it also added. It also took away the science of it and added a little bit more of mysticism to it, which is what the Force was. But when you said, you've got a high bacteria blood count.
But even though Anakin had like one of the highest Midi-chlorian counts that they ever had, he had the potential of being one of the most powerful Jedi to ever be around, but he also had the potential of not being able to use the Force at all. Which is ridiculous based on the fact that he's immaculate conception and conceived by the Force, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, don't remind me about that's heresy. That's stupid.
Don't worry, they're repeating it. They're repeating in the Acolyte.
Oh yeah, they are.
Two mothers, yeah,
they are. We'll get to. We might go into that first because it is a hot topic, and there is. Trust me, guys. There's plenty more that we're going to talk about. It's not just going to be a Star Wars conversation tonight. There is obvious Star Wars topics that are very relevant to pop culture and everything that's going on right now. So we do need to cover it, and I do want to cover it with these guys too. Like I haven't spoken to any of these guys about what's been happening recently with Star Wars. I just talk about it on my channel pretty much by myself. But just quickly before we do get into that, we got D-Day Direwolf for 10 months. How you doing, D-Day Direwolf? Good to see you. What would Mozza call him if he was here?
You slut.
That'll do. We'll be watching Lethal stream. Well, yes, you are a slut now, aren't you? When he starts it. We'll be here for now, you dog. We'll fucking go then. Fucking piss off. Fuck you. Thanks for your member chat, you dog.
Now, that sounds like Mozza.
Yeah, that's much better. Channel my inner Mozza. Welcome.
Lethal just sent me a link if I could jump on in 20 minutes. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm
you're gonna bail out?
I might head off soon, dude. I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I'll just be here by myself talking about Star Wars. It'll be Saturday Night Casual Rage on the Full Aussie channel. Fucking hell. All right, let me find, because I did have it further down. We weren't going to talk about it straight away, but since Star Wars has come up, let's just get it over and done with. Let's rip off the Band-Aid, shall we? Let me bring up this. So
Rainbow Band.
Okay, actually, before I do bring this, it fucking is. What do you mean? Before we do actually bring up some of the things, based on whatever videos you guys have watched, obviously you haven't watched the show, based on what you're seeing out there with reviews, positive review bombs, negative review bombs, whatever the fuck you want to call all that shit that's going on, with what's been happening over probably the last decade within Hollywood with a lot of this other stuff too, and how it's all coming together and the same playbook, all of that sort of thing. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Let's start, Blake. Start with you. How you feeling about all of this stuff that's going on?
I mean, as a lot of people probably know, I am such a huge Star Wars fan, but no, I've heard very little about it. The most of the stuff I've seen online is the Fire and Carrie Ann Moss, basically one and done.
Yep.
And
I loved all of her scene.
It's you get the biggest name in the show, and they're gone immediately. The star power's gone. It's like, what's the point of casting her?
Yeah,
She could
within 5 minutes, she's gone. Sorry, what were you going to say, Skirmitar?
Maybe she could return as a flashback or a Force ghost.
Yeah, but it's the emotional attachment to the characters gone. You see her again, it's just like a photocopy.
What was there? She had 2 lines in the whole thing, and one of them was no. Like, that was it. Like, it was.
Yeah, and the other one was, "What can I do for you, my child?"
Yeah.
Look, I pop culture. Before we go into it, based on what you've seen, what do you think?
It's bad, but I guess we were all expecting it to be bad. I've basically seen like EFAP cover it, and they do like scene by scene of it, basically.
That was great.
That was really good to watch. I feel like I know everything that happens in it, even though I haven't watched it itself. It's the content around it is more entertaining to watch than the show itself. This might be a bit of a controversial take, but its dialogue seems okay, better than most Filoni shows. Like in Ahsoka, for instance, there's like these.
Yeah, massive pauses.
And we will get him.
Yeah.
All right, these massive.
So you're getting that from EFAB's video. It doesn't like just because the sentences and the conversations are more fluent, right? I will just point out it doesn't mean that the dialogue is good.
Yeah,
it's just it's just better tied together than what they did in the Ahsoka thing. And I think it was Fringy made a good point in regards to that they're trying to make the Jedi really stoic and stuff like this. And that's why they give them these long, drawn-out pauses in between sentences or in between conversations.
Yeah.
Whereas at least they didn't do that with this, even though it does have its bad dialogue and merits and everything else.
Yeah, I think the reason for that is Leslie Headland actually wrote script. Not to say they're good or anything, but she wrote scripts beforehand. Dave Filoni isn't a script writer per se. I don't think he has any writing credits in the Clone War series at all.
Well, so whatever writing credits Leslie Headland already has before doing this, she hasn't learned anything, and it's not very good.
Well,
anyway,
I think she's gone backwards because I watched Russian Doll, which is the two-season series.
Yeah.
And for what it was, I definitely enjoyed the first season more than the second one. It actually also has the same guy with the black Jedi. He's in that as well.
Killmonger haircut.
Yeah. How many episodes did she write of that?
20, I think.
Okay.
I think she did the whole. She did. Yeah, it was like her little pet project.
Okay.
And yeah, it got a little bit convoluted in the second season, but overall it was decent enough for what it was.
Yeah.
But everything that I've seen, I just don't get it. Like even between the stuff like you can't kill you can't face a Jedi with a weapon. You can't kill a Jedi with steel or whatever it was.
Steel or a laser.
I'm like, she got killed with like a dessert freaking knife. Like,
yeah,
it was this big. Yet if that was a lightsaber, she would have survived.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, people are going to make the argument in regards to the human anatomy. Where did it hit her? Oh, the blade hit her in the heart, whereas Sabine got stabbed in the gut. But it's a ridiculous argument, and we all know why, because a lightsaber is going to do internal damage, not just fucking where the blade goes in and comes out, is where actually damage is being done. So people will make the argument. I don't have a problem with her dying. I made the point too in regards to the fact that lightsabers aren't a lethal weapon, and now like this tiny little throwing knife is. But it did hit her directly in the heart, and that's going to kill you.
I've got a question to ask you. The floating guy with the beard. When you looked at that, did you not see Ryan Kennel?
Oh, no, I must admit I didn't see Ryan Kennel, but now that you mention it, it's kind of like...
as soon as I saw it, I'm like, how is that not Ryan? Like, I don't even need to deep fake that.
We need a meme of that. Skirmitar, based on what you've heard, what are your thoughts?
Well, I watched your reviews because I'm a loyal friend. Even if I'm fucking not interested in the Acolyte.
You're not?
It looks meh.
Yeah.
Based on the review, like, I don't know what's the good word. Soulless, maybe.
It is definitely a good way of saying, describing it.
Like it has no soul, no really style. Everything looks bland.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's stupid. Yeah. My first.
The reason why I sort of asked that, like, obviously, I was hoping that at least one other person actually watched it just for some additional context to it. But
what a dickhead!
The thing is,
you mean here or just in general around the world?
Yeah, I'm talking about on the stream. But in a way, I'm also glad that none of you have watched it, because this goes against that whole thing that people can't make a judgment on something unless they've actually watched it. Because I think with how much you guys are in your YouTube spaces and all of that sort of thing, and you watch your consistent people that you do watch, I have no doubt that you've watched people that have talked about the Acolyte, and based on what most of you have said, you did. So you can still get context on whether or not you're going to like what people are saying. And don't get me wrong, even though that you might watch somebody that's talking about these shows negatively, if you can see a positive in what they're talking about, you'll still be able to see it. You'll be able to like go, oh, hang on, but what about this? You said this happened before, or what, this is what I'm talking about. Look, the show is horrible. We've got 2 episodes. I don't think I need to see any more episodes to know that the rest of this show is going to be horrible.
8 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, 8 episodes. So we're already a quarter of the way through.
We were waiting for episode 5 of Ahsoka because we knew it was going to be the shit show, but now everyone's saying it's going to be 3. I feel lucky that we're going to get it early.
Yeah.
Yeah, next series it could be episode 1.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, look, this is episode 1. It's horrible. It's just that we've been told that out of the 4 episodes that people have seen, these first 2 are the most bearable when it comes to everything that's going on. So, I mean, we're still got to wait and see what this series is. I don't think it's going to correct course, and I don't think it's going to get any better, especially with
Can it really be worse than Ahsoka, though? Do you think it's going to be worse than Ahsoka?
Or Boba Fett?
This is the thing. People have actually said that this is... I think it was on EFAP that I heard a few people say that this is better than Ahsoka. I think that they're like this. I honestly do. That's how bad Ahsoka is, and this is the limit that this can get to. This is as good as the Acolyte is going to get. It's going to get worse. I think that maybe after episode 3 and maybe after episode 4, it could drop below Ahsoka, definitely.
Well, from what Chris Gore and the other guys over at Film Threat and everything were saying, that there's going to be a physical embodiment of the Force and its beamer. That's something that they did in their new comics, which 3 people watched.
You know, when I heard when they said that they're turning the Force from like something that flows through you, surrounds, binds everything, blah, 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 to a thread that when you pull the thread, you can manipulate the thread. All I thought about was pulling a tampon thread. Like that's all I thought about, and
that explains the lightsaber why it's red when you pull it too quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you reckon if that's the case, and they say that only feminine energy could be the thing that can do it and do it right, but male energy, which is the dark side, it's too aggressive, it's too strong, it's too toxic.
But see, the thing is if they do that, think about what comes after that.
No, don't, because they don't. It doesn't matter.
No. But I understand that they don't. I get that. But what I'm saying is George's 6 movies are still canonical in Disney canon, right?
For now.
Maybe for now. But like...
Different campfire, Rhino.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I actually wanted to talk about the fire. It was something Blake brought
lost.
up. It was something Blake brought up. And obviously, this is something that...
I bet.
I talked about on Casual Rage, where a lot of the criticism, a lot of the talk behind this show has been, I think, hijacked by this fire in space situation. Now, I'm not necessarily saying it's wrong. I'm not necessarily saying that it's right. All I am saying is that we have had fire in space in Star Wars before, and it hasn't just been the Death Star blowing up and then extinguishing. And like, Phantom Menace, there's the fire that R2 puts out on the outside of the ship. There's oh no, that was the I was thinking of the race pod that Anakin closes that flame. I got lost there for a second, but there's been capital ships, there's been Star Destroyers like on fire in space. Now,
the Death Star blew up in a giant fireball.
I will say this. The way that fire looked, though, campfire-ish and blowing in the wind and that sort of thing, that was incorrect. That was wrong, right? The way the fire looks in the Phantom Menace does look like it's like coming out and it's being ignited. There's something fueling this fire and it's coming out of the ship. But when it does essentially get to the atmosphere of space, it's sort of like it's got this cutoff point sort of thing, if you know what I mean. And the fire
dissipates.
looks different. It dissipates, but the fire also looks different. So I will give the people that are criticizing that element the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. But I do feel like it's hijacked the conversation a little bit behind there's so many worse things in this show than a fire in space. Like,
yeah, there's enough ammo to fire at this show. You don't need to pull out blanks.
You
to
don't
do
need
the
a
same
fire.
thing.
You don't need a fire pull out, and I will call it. It is
Good
effectively
analogy, like.
It is effectively a nitpick, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've said this before. It doesn't necessarily nitpicks can still be valid, and there's still valid criticism behind it to an extent. But I do feel like there's so much bigger things that we could be talking about, and it has been slightly hijacked by this fire in space criticism. And that's probably driven by the people that hate us, though, right? Because they then sit there and go, look, they're complaining about the fire in space, and then we've got to defend that position, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then all the conversations just a back and forward in regards to, you think this and you think this. Like, that's what it comes down to, right? So
yeah,
that's Twitter.
Yeah, that sounds like Twitter.
It really is.
You'd think this sort of stuff would be like cut out. Like, it feels every one of these Disney Plus shows, they feel like a first draft of something. Like, there's no one watching there. Like, let's make the fire look different, or not have it in there, or maybe have it happen indoors, or maybe we should cut this little part out to make this dialogue drag a little less. Like, it just feels like, okay, first try. This is what I've put together. Let's get it out.
It basically comes down to the attention to detail.
Yeah,
the attention to detail is what it comes down to. And there's in these sci-fi, fantasy, shows and movies that have lore that are on different planets, different places, have different situations. You might have wizards, you might have Jedi, you might have this, you might have that. You've got to be smart enough as a person creating these shows to not only write the characters and write them well, but also have like connective tissue between the story and all of this kind of thing.
The
where
problem,
they just
Rhino. They can't write a character that's smarter than themselves.
So true.
Yeah,
it's so true. But all right, let's go into some of the things that I've got up for this, and then we'll get off the Star Wars stuff because we can talk probably about it for a while. So these are just some clips that came out of Amanda Stenberg. You've probably seen these. Excuse me,
Who
where
is
she's
this?
talking about other movies or other shows that she's done. So this isn't in direct response or anything, I believe, to The Acolyte. I think this one might be.
But who is this?
The other one on the was she's talking to Don
she's the
Lemon
two
or
black
something like
chicks
that?
in it.
Oh,
this-
The
okay.
other
This is
interview
a-
was 2018.
This is Amanda Stenberg. This is the chick that plays the twins in The Acolyte.
Right.
Oh,
And the
okay.
violin.
And that's the
Controversial
husband
debate.
of Leslie Headland. Is that right?
What?
Is that the husband of Leslie
No,
Headland?
no, no,
No,
no.
That's
no,
the
no, no.
girlfriend.
No, it's
That-
not
that's
the girlfriend,
the-
not the husband of Leslie Edlin.
That's the twin.
This is
Yeah.
no.
Right.
the
I'm gonna
beginning
say
of
something
that movie.
controversial.
Go.
She looks a lot better in actual interviews and in real life than she does in this show.
Yeah, they rose Tico'd.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. That's true.
Like,
She reminds me too much. She looks too much like AOC, and I hate AOC.
First it was or maybe it's another dystopian movie, but it's like first it was the zombies.
He had to
Literally
kill
the
that
vibe.
poor
I mean,
dog. Mm-mm.
Oh no, she's talking about I Am Legend.
Yeah.
You know in I Am Legend when he has to kill his own dog.
Yeah.
So they're talking about that.
He had to
Literally
kill
the
that
vibe.
poor
I mean-
dog. Mm-mm. You know that that's how they effectively made white people really afraid during that movie was that they killed the dog.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
That is the correct response, Skirmitar. That is the correct response.
Why
So
does
that's
white
how they
people-
made white people afraid by killing the dog. Okay, this was my argument in regards to this. So what? Black people felt nothing.
Were the Asians happy?
When a black man in an action, like
Probably.
not an action film, when a black actor in a movie had to kill his own dog, black people felt nothing. Only the white people felt something. Is that what you're saying,
That's what I got.
Manla?
Wow.
The Asians only cried because it wasn't cooked.
Exactly. I was gonna
Oh,
say that.
Jesus.
You stole that joke from me, Scummy. Damn it. By that logic, Asian people felt nothing at that scene. Yeah.
animal cruelty is the one thing I won't allow.
Animal cruelty.
That's the
is
one thing.
What gets them? What
Them.
gets
She's saying that I won't stand for. She's like animal cruelty. Like I don't want that. And she's like, yeah, it gets them. It gets the white people.
them?
So
I
does
think
that mean
that's
that
love.
does that mean that only half gets her?
I don't know. Well, your dad, yeah, is completely white. I showed a
Yeah,
picture
because
of them together.
she's well, she's
Yeah.
only like 33% black or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Older and I could really understand things infrastructurally that I got. Oh, right, Hollywood is a white institution, and that means that representations within Hollywood are going to be extensions of white supremacy, and not just in Hollywood, but in music, in entertainment, and in media.
Then by your casting,
She's
you're
roasting.
saying
She's
yeah, but that's
roasting
what I'm
the-
saying.
Go
He's
on,
saying
go on.
that the whole institution is filled with white supremacy, and all their actions do it. Therefore, her being hired is an act of white supremacy.
Correct.
That's what she's trying to say.
Yep.
If anything, it's black supremacy.
At the moment.
All right, calm down, Skirmitar.
down.
we do put biracial and light-skinned people on a platform and expect that to monolithically represent all black people, but it's
Yeah.
another way of, like you said, making white people feel comfortable. They actually can't quite distinguish different shades of black
Yes.
people.
And it's a way to crush down.
We can't distinguish different shades of black people.
She's
So
right.
why she,
She's right.
Yeah, she's assuming that means that because you can't tell the difference between someone who is 3/4 or quarter black unless their name's Garrett. Like
Yeah.
that means that's crushing why wouldn't that be crushing the white in them? Why wouldn't that be crushing any other race in them? Why does it always have to be that one? And it's always the ones who look black that are saying it.
Mm.
I don't get it. It doesn't.
The
It doesn't make
story.
any sense.
On behalf of the light skin community, it is our responsibility when it comes to visibility to know what spaces are appropriate to take up or not, and that's a lesson that I've learned. And I'm really grateful.
She's
if
a
you
full
good enough for the
activist.
job.
She is so full on into her activism that like it's just pouring out of her pores. It's like seeping out of her skin.
I've never heard so many buzzwords in one sentence that
And
mean
me
absolutely
either.
nothing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same.
The more she turns into AOC, the more buzzwords are coming out of her mouth.
Ending slavery was a mistake.
The light-skinned community.
German getting them on the boats was a mistake. Why stop there?
All right, let's not say that anymore. Let's not. No, YouTube, it was a joke. Fuck.
In Minecraft, YouTube. In Minecraft.
Yeah.
Fuck
Wait,
Skirmitar.
get Dan
My
Blackroyd
God.
back. He can say it.
Oh my God.
Well, because I have a really extensive queer
That's so
community,
funny.
and I have many people that I love so deeply around me who share a lot of the same values as me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can
Oh, some would call that an echo chamber.
Hmm.
I think they would call that an echo chamber if they were looking at us and surrounding ourselves with people that are like-minded.
No, you're missing the point. She's saying that she's surrounded by a lot of queer folk.
No,
and
no, I
everything, so
get
therefore
that.
she can talk for them. So she can
Mm.
talk for people who she isn't.
Yeah.
commune with them, and we
Commune.
can grieve about the state of the world, and we can also
Grieve.
decide what we want to do together collectively to organize.
Do you vote for Joe Biden? I don't need to listen to any more of this.
This woman's like just learned how to speak today, and she's just learned all these words, and she's just figuring out how to put them together in a sentence, and none of it's worked.
No, none of it's making any sense. Well, then
This
there was
one is
also this
from
one.
2018. by
That's
the way,
right. This
not for the
one's
show. Yeah.
this one isn't related to Star Wars at all. But the reason why this is relevant is because it shows the mindset of the person that's in this role. But it also it gives relevance and evidence to the fact that she was hired because of these reasons. I mean, that's what's been pushed through the entire marketing campaign for the show that she's in, for The Acolyte. And this is just a pause on the evidence in regards to, it's perfect. It's kind of like with Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy, right? The chick
Bless
that's
you.
doing the Star Wars. That's funny. The thing that's doing the chick that's doing the Rey movie,
The
right?
thing.
Yeah, the thing.
Whatever her name is.
The thing. What more can I say? Anyway, let's watch this one.
When people watch The Hate You Give, what do you want them to walk away with? Because I know everyone has a slightly different feeling.
Well, I mean, white people crying actually was the goal.
You really want to kill me tonight, Aaron?
Fuck. Trevor Noah's such a fuckwit.
I know, he really
But this
is.
is the thing. Trevor Noah talks about escaping apartheid and everything, and how his family had to struggle and everything to chase and get out. Like his family applied, they got accepted, he left. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And he got given one of the biggest platforms that are out there, and he's just it's so weird how a guy who come from a place who was escaping racism is so openly racist about shit. And also the fact of the matter is that so she's happy that her dad's upset, or she wants her dad to be upset. What's the point? I get it. It's probably a joke, but the film that she's talking about was an openly racist film.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and that's why that comes across more as a joke. You know, he found it funnier than she did when she said it, but it still puts that, you know, like I said, it's the mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously, I just wanted to touch on those things really quickly because they are obviously relevant to The Acolyte. But then we got the gayest Star Wars promotional piece we've ever got. It's just all gay. It's all gay. Star Wars is gay. Disney Star Wars is gay. It's all fucking gay. And
At least it's not black and gay.
the funny thing is like I obviously did a video on this, and the crazy thing is that we got all the promotion that we got for this show was really bad. Like if you remember from the very beginning, all it was female centric. Then we go to Star Wars Celebration, and they talked about it the way that they did, which was absolutely ridiculous. You know, no good and evil. Yes, Queen, that moment, all of that sort of shit. And then you also get then the newer promotional stuff leading up to it with, you know, Anakin blowing up the Death Star and Leslie Headland putting her queer identity into this. Like there was so much stuff about this. And this is their last ditch bit of promotion that gets put out, clipped by the wrap. It's like the perfect piece of the interview to clip out and put out there, isn't it?
I want to ask you both because this is, I would say, arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin. And are you
again the gay laugh, the fake laugh, the fake laugh from Leslie Headland?
No, you were right the
Lesbian
first time.
Headlamp. The gay laugh, yeah.
excited about that? Are you
Not the
bracing
gayest
yourself?
Star Wars. Not the.
It's pretty gay. Let's be honest. Leslie,
You're
are
pretty
you-
gay.
How do you feel?
Am I
Yeah.
gay?
Well, no, I know
Yeah.
you are gay, but I'm
That guy is so very gay.
asking, are you excited about putting this, this is going to be a talking point?
Is it going to be a talking point?
I'm sure so.
Because nerds are gay.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
He was about to say incels.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? I just
back.
sort of noticed that. I'm sure some in and it gets sort of stopped by them two talking.
excited about putting this, this is going to be a talking point.
Is it going to be a talking point?
I'm sure so.
Because nerds are gay.
You hear it? I'm sure some ins. He was about to.
Well, I'm gay then. Thanks. Great. I'm a
knew
nerd,
that.
so that means I'm gay.
Just
Well,
get
well,
worse
some
though.
nerds
Well,
are very,
congrats.
are very threatened by.
We're
Well,
threatened
that's
by
true.
gay.
But in my world, nerds are gay.
Was this a fun element of?
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. And yet people have told me that it's the gayest Star Wars, and I frankly
You're offended?
into it. No.
That's something that she heard Harvey Weinstein say a hell of a lot. I'm into it.
Star Wars is so gay already.
Now get me a hand towel to wipe off.
We'd be like, look how gay this is, and then send each other a reference photo.
And are you telling me with a straight face that C-3PO is straight?
They're a couple. That's what I think.
C-3PO's a robot, you bitch.
Canon that R2D2 is a lesbian.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ask Filoni. Okay.
Yeah, ask Filoni because he'll be down with it anyway. Like he'll be like, yeah, he's fucking lesbian for sure. He's a lesbian for sure.
When I saw this interview for the first time, I barely recognized her. Like, she looks fine
Yeah.
in real life. Like, how
Yeah.
did they uglify her that much to the point where I don't recognize
The problem is she looks fine, but everything on the inside of this person
Yes.
is an absolute abomination and gross and disgusting and ugh.
She legit
Yeah.
seems insane.
Who? Which one? Both?
Oh,
Both.
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 But Amandla, like,
Yeah.
this is like the
Yes.
first time I've ever had any knowledge of her as like an actress or anything. This show, and she seems legit crazy, like
Yeah,
more than Hollywood crazy. She seems like another level crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I'm with you 100%. She certainly does. Like, there's things that I've seen that I've thought, not too bad. Like even that violin video, right?
Yeah.
Like there was nothing inherently wrong with that. You can play that music. She did a good job of it. She enjoyed playing it. Good. Did it mean anything to you? I doubt it. But like, it was still fine. Superman, if he wasn't sad of Green Rocks, with five gifted memberships. Thank you.
Superman, if he
Rocks.
wasn't the stand-up Screen Rocks, you heard it here
Green
first.
Rocks.
Screen
Who is
Thank
it
you,
again?
thank
Can you
you.
say his name?
Thanks, Archie.
I can say his name again. It's Superman if he wasn't scared of Screen Rocks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Now there's a couple more things really quickly with the Star Wars thing. So this has apparently come out that Leslie Headland says she wants to make a Knights of the Old Republic live action project.
Stay away.
Oh,
Away.
just what character
Run.
she's destroying next, Rhino?
You know what she's going to do, don't you? She's going to make Revan a woman.
It's
Dude, I'm telling you, Revan. I said this from the beginning. The world between worlds exists in this current thing. Revan is going to be revealed as a character that exists in a thing that we've already seen. We've already seen this character in Obi-Wan. She was the bestest ever. She survived two things. She's going to go back in time. She's going to change the name from Reva to Revan, add one N, and there you go. You've now got the greatest Star Wars
No,
character that
I
ever
actually
existed.
thought of something else. You're right. You're on the right path with the World Between Worlds stuff. But what if Smilo Ren is Revan?
Oh.
Come through the World Between Worlds to, I don't know.
I reckon it's like, I don't know actually. If is it the Night Sisters that's going to be in the 3rd episode?
I think they're
some
another
sort of
band of
person from that.
witches because
Yeah,
the actress
Night
that
Sisters-
plays the
Night
lead.
Sisters wouldn't be alive at this point.
Well, also
Okay.
too, there was an interview with the lead Night Witch chick, that black woman. You know, the one that said, "I'm a strong female character." Yes, yes, at fucking Star Wars Celebration. That chick there, she got asked whether or not her coven of witches or whatever is like the Night Sisters, and she seemed to have no idea what Night Sisters were.
Yeah. Okay, so it might not be them. I find it interesting about Leslie Headland
Or it
saying
might
this,
be.
like that. Isn't it interesting that she wants to go further back? Like Leslie, why don't you want to do like get involved in the Rey movie?
Or
Why not
wouldn't-
the sequel trilogy
or
era?
why not try and even continue your own story that you've already started working on? Don't you want an Acolyte season 2? Or have you already given up on that because you can see already how bad it's gotten?
Yeah.
Like, that's my real question in regards to all of this. I don't want them going anywhere near the Old Republic, full stop, whether it be Leslie Headland or Dave Filoni, for that matter.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone at Lucasfilm going anywhere near that. It's not to say
Well,
that
It's
that
all right, Righto.
destroys
It's
the
not
fact-
canon currently, so it's okay.
No, I get that. They can do that because they've decanonized what they had. Like, this is the thing. Like, if they were to do this, they're going to go back and they're going to change the character. They're going to fundamentally change certain elements, and it's all going to be the message and stuff like this. It's going to be a shit story, all of that kind of thing. Now, I'm now at the point now where I can separate this from what I view as what real canon is. So I can still ignore that element of it. But like to go in and fundamentally change a character, it's like changing the character of Thrawn in the Ahsoka show, right? It's like you plucked this character from the EU, one of the best EU characters that people rant and rave about and talk about nonstop, and how intelligent, smart, and cunning, and how much of a good tactician he is, and all of these elements of this character that are so good, and you couldn't even get one of them in an entire show. And that's Dave Filoni, who's supposed to know his shit, can't even get that character right. So what makes Leslie Headland, when we're out of the 2 episodes that we've seen of what she actually has done already, is an abomination in storytelling. Not just an abomination of Star Wars. This is convoluted. It makes no sense. It's information dump after information dump after information dump, all through the dialogue where somebody's telling a person their own past, their own history, so that the audience can be all caught up in regards to what's going on. It is absolutely pathetic and lazy writing. It is beyond just Star Wars at this point, and it has been for a long time. When people talk about the MCU, when they talk about Doctor Who, when they talk about Star Trek, and they talk about all of these shows, it's the fundamentals of writing and storytelling that they don't even care about the fundamentals of storytelling at this point.
No. They can only go back to like popular stuff, like, oh, let's go back to the prequel era with Kenobi. Oh, let's go back to this popular character with Boba Fett. They can't build anything. They always have to go back to Thrawn, go back to this, blah, 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 blah. They tried with Mandalorian. Look how well that worked out.
Yeah, but
It's
the
a piece
problem
of
is
shit.
they also complain about having a universe that revolves around Skywalkers. I'm like, dude, you're the ones that are picking what happens.
Yeah. They're picking that era. They're picking that time period to actually work in.
The biggest problem with Thrawn is Thrawn would have been a perfect villain if he was set 50 or 60 years in the future. He could have been the next biggest, baddest sort of thing, but he was within a time constraint because of where he was written.
I understand that, but I like him being like the main part of the Imperial Remnant after like Palpatine is gone in true canon. I really think it fits well, and it gives the New Republic, not only do they have to try and rebuild a whole new government around these planets that are a part of the Republic, but they also need to, you could say, fend off the remnant of, and when they're being controlled and being run by a character like Thrawn, it's intimidating, and it's you know, you're still sort of sitting there going, fuck, you know, Luke and Leia and Han and all these characters, Mon Mothma, Bale, even though he's dead, like for what he died for, all these people could still lose everything that they've been fighting for because Thrawn is such a threat. But they couldn't do that. They couldn't replicate that. They couldn't even get close to replicating that.
Well, no, they did. He said that no matter wherever she goes, we'll be one step ahead of her, even if we don't know where that is. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Dr. Coffinails for $5 says, in my opinion, having witches and dark magic should not be a part of Star Wars. I agree with that, actually. And is best left in those Ewok movies and cartoons from the 80s. I do agree with, like, I don't really like the magic stuff and the magic being like a part of the Force that's how they wield the Force is through their Force magic. I don't really like that. Although there is Sith sorcery, which is kind of the same sort of thing to an extent. So
Well, no,
I can't complain too much about
Sith
it.
sorcery it's still manipulation of the Force. That's the whole point. It's not necessarily a magic. It's still a manipulation of the Force.
That's true.
So
it's true, and that's why I'm saying, like, I can't complain
Yeah.
about it too much, but I just don't like the concept of these witches. And I know that there were witches of Dathomir and stuff like that.
yeah,
from
but the
EU,
witches of Dathomir have nothing to do with Force. They don't
That's
they
right.
don't draw from the Force.
That's true. So anyway, I just stay away from the High Republic. They've been teasing and threatening, you could say. I like to say that they're threatening these things.
Yeah, it's just a matter
now.
of time.
Yeah, like, you know, they were going to remake or remaster the video game, the Knights of the Old Republic. I keep hearing that that's on, and then it's off, then it's on, then it's off. I don't know what's going on
Dude,
with that.
actually, I don't know if you heard this recently, but apparently there's a weird like civil war within Star Wars between, you know, like Filoni and Kathleen Kennedy. She might be out.
Is it Leslie Headland and Dave Filoni now? Who's going to get Leslie Headland's job when she stands down?
No. She's gonna go in charge. They're gonna morph themselves into one thing that's gonna be called David's Head, Leslie Headland, and like they're gonna move together, and
like Voltron.
It's gonna be the biggest, gayest Star Wars ever.
Thank you, Dr. Coffinells, for the super chat. I appreciate it. All right, a couple more quick things in regards to do with this. Yeah, go on. What were you going to say, Grant?
Oh, I was going to say. So, how about that segue? But
yeah, we're not there yet.
Sorry, I should have realized we're only an hour into the stream. My bad.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a shorter one, but it seems like it's probably not. So the ratings are starting to come in, and we've seen this quite often. I don't know how. Look, I'm just coming to Rotten Tomatoes because that's where everybody's talking about. I know that the scores are low on IMDb as well. Last time I think I looked, it was at 29%, I think, or something like that. It was in the 20s anyway. And this is just something that we've seen way too often in more recent times, where the critic score is really high, the audience score is really low. And why is the audience score really low? Someone can answer it. I'm not going to say it.
Racism.
Yeah, that's good enough. Sexist, racist, whatever the case may be, whatever they want to throw at
created
you.
1,000 accounts.
And the funny thing is that they preempted it again with this show. They started doing the damage control in regards to the toxic fans before the show even aired, and it's because there was the ratios.
Captain Marvel was the thing because they knew Captain Marvel was going to be dog shit. It set the blueprint. And the fact of the matter is that we shouldn't be surprised that when something comes out that they're going to go, they're going to preemptively say there's going to be a bunch of haters, we're going to get this, we're going to get that, because they know it's bad.
Yeah. We
shouldn't be surprised. We should be, if they don't do that, then we should be surprised. That's what I think we should.
So true.
It's common practice now.
Yeah.
You do that, you hedge your bets.
If Kylo Ren isn't a woman, then I'll be surprised. Yeah.
Well, I've been listening to Chris Gore a fair bit, and I do really truly feel like after he said that he thinks that it's a chick, after watching that scene where that ridiculous dialogue is and the lightsaber being ignited for no reason again, it definitely looks like the silhouette of a shorter person, probably more so a female than a male. I don't know, There are long robes sort of coming off, so it's harder to tell, but it still definitely looks female from what I can see. And I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere close to the end of this series we get an "I am your mother" moment.
Yeah. We've also got Jedi Beatus, the body positivity Jedi.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
show.
man. But this is the other thing, too, with the way the Jedi were even acting in this show. Like, they weren't acting like Jedi. There was a bit where I call him Yawn, but his name's Yord. Yawn. He is on the Nemoidian ship, and they even changed the way the Nemoidians speak.
Yeah, their accent.
Yeah.
I can't
They
be.
changed the accent completely. It's so dumb. They're so dumb because they're the racists. They're the ones that see the quote unquote racism in the way that they speak. Right?
Yeah, they're just continuing to whitewash Star Wars.
Yeah, it's so funny that that's actually the case. It's so true. But yeah, like Yorn walks in there and he's trying to get this information, and I don't know why the Neimoidian is trying to keep that information from him and tries to lie and get around it or whatever. And then Yorn puts up his hand to go and like, it almost seems like he's torturing him in a way because of the Neimoidian's reaction. He's like, oh, and then he kind of looks at him and he's kind of like, I don't know, it looks like something's happening to him, right? And all I'm thinking is that what a Jedi would do? Is that how a Jedi would act? Especially a Jedi Knight that's probably been sent out on one of his first missions based on some of the earlier dialogue that we got, that he's only just become a Jedi Knight, finally finished his training and all of this kind of stuff. Like, is that really how...
Which one are we talking about, Asian or black guy?
Black guy.
Okay.
The black guy. Yawn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just beyond bad. And this score definitely reflects, from how I see it, a correct score. This certainly doesn't. I know that if you go into it more, like that score drops a little bit, you know, whatever the case may be.
But all that means is that out of everyone that viewed it, they gave it above pass. That's all that means. If it's above 50%, that means it's considered certified.
Yeah.
That's all that means. So it's saying that 91% of the people thought it was at least better than halfway good. They gave it above 5 out of 10.
And that's a shitty rating system. Shitty way
It is.
of
It's
the algorithm
deceptive,
working.
even though people who know it still fall for it.
Yeah. But the 31% definitely reflects a correct score for what I'm seeing in this series already. And from what I'm hearing, it's only going to get worse. But I wanted to play this because this was something Data Racer put out about a month ago. And I only just stumbled across this because I saw it in, I think it was either one of Ryan's videos or one of Flash's videos. And they played this and I'm like, holy shit, like that's pretty outstanding in regards to what he's actually saying here. So let's take a listen.
Everybody in our industry occasionally has to play softball.
Oh, this is a Rotten Tomatoes critic, by the way, speaking.
Everybody in our industry occasionally has to play softball, occasionally has to, look the other way a little bit. Everybody has to do it.
Wait, we're turning what? Like a movie
in the sense that, I hated a movie, but I won't say that I hated the movie, or an actor behaved a sort of way and you don't want to, put it out there that happened.
Right, because you might not get the next review.
Right.
Next
So
gig.
to some degree,
so like a shill. So like, you don't get all the shilly access and all of that kind of thing if you do give it a shitty review.
Bags. Yeah.
It's in the name.
That's the exact definition of
media.
a shill. But that's the exact definition of a shill. You get something out of it if you give us positive reviews. That's what a shill is. And he's basically blatantly out here admitting it.
It doesn't have to be literal money. It just has to be access. That's what strawman people say. Like, I don't get paid by this thing. No, you don't.
There's a lot of shills out there.
You don't get to eat unless you give me praise, and then we'll give you some crumbs off the table, and then you'll be thankful for it.
But there's a lot of shills out there that they all get different things, right? It's not like they're, other than maybe getting to see the first 4 episodes, right? Then there's like gift baskets, or that chick that got all those Ahsoka toys and everything when
swag.
Ahsoka was on, and all of these sorts of
Well,
like
to be fair, she had nearly 1,200 subs, dude. That's a lot of subs.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, where's my gift basket?
Everybody in our industry that is a part of this quote unquote access media has to sort of decide which battles they want to pick. Everybody in our
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And this isn't
It's
new.
all
Like
it's
Days
all
of Collider,
ABC.
Stream Junkies.
Yeah, it's all ABC. It's all Disney. It's all under the one fucking umbrella. You don't get to pick your battles, because if you pick a battle against one thing, you're going against the same company, no matter who you do it with.
This is the exact same mindset politicians have as well. Like, look
Yeah.
the other way, pick your battles.
Yeah,
It's
that's
such
true.
a stupid, ingenuine mindset. I hate it. Like, don't let all this material freaking wealth compromise your judgment on a show. You are a
But, dude-
critic. Criticize, you fuckers.
Dude, at least with a politician, they're selling out for hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. These guys are doing it for a freaking, a puppet and a fucking muffin. Like, it's nothing that they're getting.
Yeah.
And the print
Oh,
media,
man,
like before like online stuff as well, the print media was notorious for it. The same shit, like
Yeah.
newspapers, magazines, like Rolling Stone, all that stuff. That was all, not necessarily money under the table, but favors for favors.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like when
Quid pro quo was a
how
thing.
many people did they invite to their hotel for free? Like, it's in every case, especially I've noticed it, especially with Star Wars, obviously because I'm paying attention to Star Wars as much as I am. But I have no doubt that there are others. We saw it with the Lord of the Rings fucking show, Rings of Power. We
Yeah.
saw it with that.
Oh,
You
and
think
the
these
funny
people
thing
that
is-
are getting invited out to see this show are
Dude,
going to give it bad reviews?
They didn't even watch the fucking series.
Yeah, they watched House of Dragons, but like I haven't caught up with Rings of Power yet. They said like in the future TikTok or something. That was hilarious.
This is where we're at with our entertainment. And again, it's not just Star Wars. It's just that Star Wars is probably one of these most relevant things that we're seeing with that at the moment, because it's actually, I haven't seen the representation and the references to your mothers and things like this thrown at the screen so much in any other show than this one so far. And that's the first 2 episodes.
Yep.
And I don't think I've seen as much constant destruction of continuity and lore as I have in this show either, even with the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy does amazing amounts of damage to characters, to lore, to continuity, to the canon, all of that sort of stuff. But this, at every turn, there is something wrong. There's something wrong. Whether or not, look, there's things that are wrong with the editing. There are things, like I said, with the fundamentals of creating a movie or creating a show, there are problems with it. But at every turn, there is something wrong within the canon of this show. I know on EFAP, Ryan, I'm so happy to see him on there talking about this stuff. But Ryan was on there and he's talking about the duration of time.
Well, dude, he's in the show. It makes sense.
How many times? What?
He's the floating Jedi. It makes sense.
Oh,
He's in the
right.
show.
Sorry. But yeah, like, oh, fuck, now it made me lose my train of thought. What was I even saying?
How much you miss Ryan?
Shut up. Fuck, what was Ryan saying?
You just asked me. I told you, and then you said shut up.
No, yeah, because you now put me off my fucking train of thought and I can't fucking remember what I was actually fucking saying anymore. Anyway.
You talking about Star Wars?
Yeah.
Well,
Obviously.
he likes Star Wars.
Yeah. I've heard that there's a show called Star Wars.
Yeah.
You don't.
Have you
He's
seen
one
it,
of the most
Rhino?
knowledgeable guys about it. I know. Yeah.
Fucking idiots. Anyway, I can't remember what I was going to say, so we're going to move on.
Good.
Thanks, Grant.
You're welcome.
Maybe a palate cleanser with memes.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Hold on. Let me bring up the memes.
You're talking about teleporting.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thank you.
Time.
Fucking, yeah, the duration of time that takes place in between scenes and
Yeah,
stuff like this.
Ryan
Like,
mentioned that
they're right
earlier.
there, all here. No shit, Sherlock. that they're just appearing in places where they need to be. There's no duration of time that takes place in this galaxy anymore. And again, the galaxy is so small. The only characters that we really see, yeah, we've got some background characters. Yeah, you've got some aliens and stuff like that. But the characters and their interactions and stuff like this seem so closed. It's like the world isn't large at all in this universe, and it's distracting. Anyway,
thanks, Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm a Game of Thrones fan. I understand what teleporting is between places. They started doing that at season 7. So
here we go. We're doing memes. What am I looking at there? Oh, that's
Obi-Wan
It was someone in the live stream saying, "I'd like to order 66 Big Macs."
Wait, is this a younger Lawrence Fishburne?
It's funny. He kind of does have a little bit of Lawrence Fishburne in him, doesn't he?
Lawrence Fishburne with hair.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburger, more like it.
Yeah. That's a good one, actually. Oh my god.
Dude, you don't notice a difference.
Facial hair is accurate. Yeah.
Makes sense, like the white guilt of that character.
There were too many good black people, so he took the pill. That is just. We're gonna see the him without the beard, I reckon, and Trinity and whoever else she kills in a backstory, definitely. So it's not the last we'll see of them.
She didn't kill him. He killed himself through his own white guilt by drinking green stuff.
Yeah.
Filoni's review after a long hard day. Fuck. That's funny. Okay.
How'd they get the nose so accurate?
What are we looking at here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, is this the
You
Pokemon?
only live once, my friend. Mozza has a crush on you. Was this an actual tweet? Do you like his jacket? That's actually funny.
He didn't reply.
That's the new chick that Mozza is simping for, that wrestling chick.
We'll have to check her out.
Another one.
Oh,
There
this
she is.
one. Watch me. Is that what he's saying now? Watch me. And there's this. So do I need to sing it, do I? Because it's musically done?
Yeah, go.
And when she asks, sorry. So when she asks Harvey, do I look all right? He said, no, bitch! I ain't fucking you tonight. There you go.
That does look like him. Yeah.
Oh,
thank you.
Lovely singing, Rhino.
Thank you. That's just horrible.
To be fair, he's singing better than he reads. So
Hey, just because you've go back up. Just because you've seen it before, we haven't. Show.
Started an OnlyFans, did he? I was slightly disgusted by this one.
Which part, Rhino? The glutes?
that it's cost money.
The clef.
The fact that he's still wearing pants. That's what upsets him.
The fact that his clef keeps getting bigger tells me that he's working out his chin, and that's it. That's the part. And then
of course you focus on his face.
Kenzo made a GIF of me seal clapping, which is kind of funny. Thank you, Legion of Memers.
It all makes sense.
That's kind of how you watch Disney Star Wars. Like the two seals were happy and you clapping like an angry head.
Yeah, that's right. In the middle. Just following along like a sheep. A seal sheep. That's the next one. It's going to be a seal clapping with a sheep's body. All right. Who here has played Among Us?
Not in 5 years. I don't know when it came out. 4 years, 2020. Yeah.
Sounds a bit sus.
I have never played Among Us.
I've never played it with a group of friends.
It's a murder mystery thing, right? It's a murder mystery game.
It's fun
Yeah.
if you have like a group of people playing it together, but it's just like
I play a different variation with Flawed, and that it's called Goose Goose Duck. There's like a million different roles. It's quite fun. It's basically you get in a lobby. Someone's out there to kill someone, and then you get in a lobby and you determine who it is by yelling at each other and calling each other sus.
Right.
Suspicious. Sus.
Okay. Well, believe it or not, I don't know what the deal is with video game movies these days, but apparently, or TV shows even, there is going to be an Among Us TV show.
I don't get how it could be a TV show.
No one asked for this.
Do you want to take a look at the first sneak peek? Let's take a look.
If it's not anime, if this is real life, this is going to be terrible.
Live action? Nah, surely
Yeah.
it's not.
A CBS.
CBS. It's going to be shit.
Oh my god. Who's gonna watch this?
I like the diversity already.
Oh, they've got a black character, look. And it's a black female, you know how you can tell? The eyelashes.
Dude, that's a dude. Never mind.
Well, there's a green chick.
I kind of like it. Like
so you really don't know anything about Among Us at all, then obviously.
No, I know nothing. What were you going to say, Skirmitter?
So I kind of like it because the big black one is the evil in this. So,
but that's weird because there isn't a big black thing in the game like that.
Well, that's what's like the monster is speculated to actually look like because you're an imposter. You're actually like an animal killing like the other players.
Do you reckon the black thing could be like a?
Look how happy that looks. That looks like something from Futurama.
Yeah, keep circling it with the mouse like that as well, Rhino.
Oh, stroke it. You know how the Among Us game, when you play it, like you're obviously in the dark and you've got like your torch, and whichever way you're facing is where you sort of see.
Nope.
Maybe this monster's this monster's the darkness.
Nope, that's not the game.
I don't know the game.
Yeah.
This just looks so silly to me.
Looks like an acid trip.
I'd watch this on acid, actually.
Patton Oswalt. Why? Elijah Wood. I don't recognize any other name.
Oh, Wayne Knight's
This is going to be a
from
TV
Seinfeld.
series. Like, I don't understand. Like, does that mean one person's going to die off each episode?
Why is Oswald in everything? Like in everything animated, I hate him.
They pay him per height, so he's quite cheap.
Hi, Blabs.
Bye, Blabs.
Hi.
Hi, Blabs.
You got the link.
What'd you say, Grant? Sorry.
I said Blabs has got the link. Jump on.
Jump on. Say hello.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, that's the Among Us TV show. What do we think?
Well, tell us about
I think-
Among Us, Blabs.
I don't think it looks bad for what it is, but we're not really getting anything. But the idea of a TV series doesn't make any sense because it's a very fast-paced sort of thing. Yeah.
And is it
Like
all completely like without dialogue?
Then
They
why
got voice
cast
actors,
people?
that's
They have
what they
to.
are.
Question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Do we
you reckon
get
a
to hear any
movie?
of these people?
Do you reckon? Yeah, that's true. Or do they just make sounds even?
Yeah.
Oh god, no, dude. I think it's even worse than that. I think it's them controlling them. I think it's like we're watching a Let's Play version.
Oh my god, no. Oh, imagine if they do that. Do you reckon it would work as a movie, like a one-off movie?
No.
No.
A short
This
film.
is the thing. I don't even really know the game, so it's like it's hard for me to judge whether or not
Okay,
this
most games
has
last
potential of
between
being any good.
3 minutes to 15 minutes. If it's a really dumb game,
Right.
you got to go around. You got to do a bunch of tasks. You got a bunch of people that are trying to stop. They made this movie. This movie already exists. It's called The Thing.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
It's a popular game during the lockdowns, and it's just like now it's fizzled out, and now you're doing toys, and now you're doing animations. It's just like, yeah, no one cares anymore. You know,
it's
not
the
as
new
popular.
wave, and they probably saw what was the what's that one with the giant teddy bears? Five Nights at
Five
Freddy's.
Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
probably saw that as the movie, and they're like, "Yeah, we can do that."
But dude, I have no idea
There's not
how
enough
that
for a movie.
that was like
Is it-
3 or 4 years way too late, and it's still
Yeah.
like if they brought that out like before the pandemic, that would have been fucking huge.
Yep.
Imagine that. Imagine, you know how I'm always complaining about how with like new TV
Yes.
series and stuff
Oh.
like this, each season of a TV series like only has like 8 or 10 episodes as opposed to what we used to get in a season of television with like 20 to 25 episodes a season. Imagine they do an Among Us TV show with 25 episodes.
Well,
Season
the
1,
only-
25
the only-
episodes.
The only way it would work is every single episode was a new game.
No, it's every
Yeah.
single episode is each character making one move. It's like one roll of the dice sort of thing.
Or do you remember, like, this is just for the Australian dudes, like on ABC, they'd have like the 5 minute sort of shows or animated stuff
Yep.
that was like
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day,
yeah.
like Trapdoor and that sort of
Yep.
stuff.
Banana
you know,
Man.
yeah, like they could do
Banana
something
Man.
like that where it's like a 5 minute short each week or something as a show for like a season, but sustaining like a half-hour like structured story or like however long each episode's going to be, that like I don't know much about the game, but that just seems like it's a
No,
that's
but
a tedious task.
there's no characters in the game. You pick
Yeah.
what you look like every single round. You're never the same looking character between games. You're
Yeah.
either a guy that's going to do the tasks and try and win, or you're a guy that's going to stop people doing the task. It's a very simple game.
I tell you what, I could see more is that the Fall Guys as a TV show more than this one.
They got Wipeout. It's the same. That's the thing, like same
Yeah,
sort of thing.
basically,
like,
yeah.
if they
Just
turn-
do like
if they
an
turn-
animated version, and all the characters just like fucking each other up and like smashing each other off walls, and like you could do something like that. This one, it's just it's like they just kill and it's done, isn't it?
If they
I get
turned
what you're
Among Us
saying.
into a live like a reality show, that could work better.
I think
Yeah.
Fall Guys could be better as a like you could do more with a Fall Guys sort of TV show as opposed to an Among Us. But I still think that there's not enough there in the context of the game. The game doesn't have a story. It's not like a Call of Duty game or one of these games where the actual character is going through like a story arc. This is just you literally getting in there and trying to get across a map without getting pushed or fall or whatever.
But a
I
dramatized
don't know how
version
you
of Wipeout is essentially like a Squid Game, but a non-stop version of it.
Yeah. Anyway, I just
put a thing-
I saw
I
that
put-
trailer or whatever, and I'm like, whoa, they're making an Among Us like TV show. Like, since when?
Speaking of
they're
video
bottom
games
now.
being into theories, I put a thing in the private chat.
Did you now?
That I forgot to add in earlier.
Let me take a look. Is it a trailer?
Yeah, it's the Actually,
yeah.
I've
No,
got the better version of it. Actually, the second one is the better version.
Don't say anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
By the way, in the list of topics, is Arkham Shadow, the VR game, anywhere in there?
I tried to do it, but he didn't even understand what VR was. So.
Virtual reality, me.
They
See,
announced
still
the new
doesn't
Batman
even
Arkham
know.
game, but it's VR exclusive.
It's
and
it's VR exclusive.
What are you talking
But-
about?
Okay,
Arkham
you know the studio that brought
Talking about Play-Doh,
you,
Rhino?
that brought to you all the great Batman games, the one that's now being shut down.
Yeah.
And they brought Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. They've now gone, we've heard what you said, and we understand the problem. We're bringing you back a Batman game, and people are like, this is awesome. It's like, but it's only going to be a VR exclusive.
That's stupid. It's kind of
And
like I will
The
say
storyline's going to be 2.5 hours.
it's kind of like the ridiculousness with the PlayStation accounts and Ghost of Tsushima, and
But
I
dude,
swear,
that's,
I
dude,
reckon
that's nothing, dude. You need a Roblox account just to use fucking Gilded now.
It's fucking stupid. Fucking
Like,
It's gonna have,
stupid.
like, so it's gonna be like the
That's-
same length as that Telltale Batman, is it?
Dude, the
story-wise.
Telltale Batman was fucking awesome. That's one of my favorite Batman
it's just
stories.
too
It's
short.
completely non. It's not too short.
Like, the
You
story's
do
too
realize
short.
it's like 20, 30 hours worth of gameplay on that one.
Yeah, each chapter, yeah, but like you get each chapter, like all the
Oh,
chapters.
you're
together.
talking about like a single
Yeah,
okay.
each episode, the whatever they were, the chapters or whatever.
What are we watching?
I don't know. I was just while these guys were talking about this game, I just thought I'd chuck this on and play it because it's so funny.
Go off too early.
So, no, the one in blue is cheating, by the way.
Yeah, because both
Yeah,
feet
you
are off the
can't-
ground.
Both feet are off the ground.
You get a paddle. Where's the dude with the paddle running out at her?
Yeah.
Remember when we had the Aussie chick that was freaking meters away
Yeah.
from the finale,
Yeah,
and the
and
guy
the
that
cunt
did it,
came out with the paddle.
Yeah,
the guy that come
fucking
out with a paddle,
asshole.
and it
She was
and
gonna
it
win
turned
gold
out
too.
that his niece was the coach of the one who came second, who actually got the gold.
Yeah.
And he was running towards her too. He was like from the 30 meters away, running like with the paddle.
He
Stop.
he wasn't even the one that was able to judge that one, but because he was the head judge, he could overrule everyone else.
It's bullshit. But yeah, despite the fact that she's cheating, this is still really funny. It's that, going off early, celebrating early, but the realization in this video is the best.
Yeah.
Oh,
she tries to speed up.
Yeah, she does, but she can't run.
Yeah, but the other chick's clearly running.
No, yeah, I know. She's definitely cheating.
And she's got the flag with her and everything. She's already got. Oh, fuck.
Well,
the best is the
she
Iron
might
Man.
even be cheating herself. She's pretty close.
Yeah, it's very close. It's very close. I was watching
The best
that
is when you
too.
see it in the Iron Man and they start like doing like they do a zigzag when they're getting towards the finish line. They go up and they're high-fiving people. They're grabbing their flag to pick up, and you just see one guy zoom from behind and get him.
Yeah, like on the bikes. They're like cheering like this, no hands on the handlebars.
I still remember the guy that was cheering, and he had the thing, and he put his hands up, and he did the one last big pump in the air to say, yeah, I did it, and he pumped that hard that he crashed, and he couldn't get off the bike. Like, he's trying to pick the bike up, but he just fucked his legs up. And the guy that got second was just like, he wasn't even pedaling. He just rode past him on the bike and just looked at him.
It's so good. So good. All right, I gotta share this video. I saw this. I'm not too sure if we've watched this video before. We may have. I'm not 100%. The only real reason why I'm bringing this up is because it actually
the woman
does my head in the way that this chick talks. Right, so I have to,
it's the whatever podcast that it'll do
it
that.
is the whatever podcast. But this was my reply to it. Maybe you should learn to talk without saying the word like. Bimbo's like this, like do my fucking like head in like.
I think like the biggest thing that like annoys me in like the whole dating world is like fucking talking stages. Like that shit's so annoying. Like the whole like, and just like the inconsistency in them. Like I literally like hate that like so much. But I think that's like my biggest thing. It's just like
What specific? Could you imagine having a conversation with her? It's like every 2 words there's the word like.
The fact that she's on the fact that she's you go, excuse me.
No, I would just focus on her tits rather than what
Well,
she's
there is
saying.
that, but like it's hard to get hard looking at those tits. But it's hard to fucking have a conversation with somebody like that. Not that that's what we'd be doing a lot.
I'd rather have a conversation with her than the dickheads that are hosting it. Put it that way.
Specifically.
just like the fact of just like you like I don't know how to word this. Like in like talking stages, and it's just like you're like labeled that, and it's like people like are considered like you can't like you're just like confused and like most of the time like the girl
There
gets
should
like,
be a
attached or
like
something,
drink a
and
shot
it's
every
like
time, but like
leads to a relationship.
Oh man, you'd be hammered within a paragraph. Not even. You'd be hammered within a sentence.
I thought that Amanda Stenberg chick was bad before with this nonsense she was saying, but this is ridiculous. What the
Yeah.
no one and
She
the
doesn't
irony is
know
she's
what
talking
she's saying.
about the talking stages of a date.
I know. That's why I had to say what I said in my thing.
What the
It's
fuck?
like and they like see it like it's gonna lead like
relationship, and it's always not.
there's no other likes
and
in
it's
there.
just like
Yeah, they're out the door as soon as they hear you speak.
the whole like how like talking stages are so like normalized.
Yeah, I think you're fags. So
not exist in this generation.
I think she's all right.
Yeah, I can imagine that she doesn't do a lot of talking with the guy she dates.
What
You'd
do you
hope
mean,
not. That's why
man?
you
She
don't
doesn't
like
do a
it.
lot of talking when she's making her OF content.
Exactly.
There's a
you
lot
would
of-
know.
There's a lot of gagging, probably.
Do we have a link for that?
I haven't.
For
No, I
research
don't.
purposes for Blake.
I don't.
Uh-huh.
Let
Where
me
do they
know.
find these people? Like, don't whatever.
What? What did you say? What? Did you just say what?
Oh, I thought you were going to go, you people. Where do they find you?
I liked her.
These
tits.
girls.
Yeah, where do they find you people? Like.
I agree with no green rocks.
Like, I'm gonna stop saying like now because
You're not going to be able to.
I'm
'cause you
I'm
do need to use the
infected.
word. It's like.
I'm pretty sure the whatever podcast pay these hoes to come on the show.
Like
That's why
a
they
lot of
keep
money?
coming back.
Like-
yeah, for
like-
transport and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think
no,
they
dude, they
pay
don't.
hospitals
That's the
for-
thing. They don't. They don't even give you food on there. They're assholes. They won't even let you use fucking straws.
Yeah,
Fuck
Anna's been
these
on
guys.
there.
It promotes their OnlyFans as well. It's just like
Yeah, but that's an upside for them to go on this show
Yeah.
that's probably going to fucking shit all over what they actually do. So, like,
The
yeah,
problem-
there's a payoff.
Mhm.
But
The
you,
thing of it is,
the-
when it comes to most OnlyFans people who are relatively successful, they don't have a public persona. They have that private one, even though it is out there. But when you go on something like that, that highlights you to a bunch of people who would never know you.
Hmm.
That's it. There is no upside to doing it. They're not paying you. They're not doing anything for you. They're there purely and simply to shit on you
paid
the
in
entire
exposure.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
paid
that-
exposure. Yeah.
look how different that is when I've got dark mode on or off. It's actually
My
painful
eyes!
in
One of
my
them.
eyes. It's actually
Yeah.
painful in my
It's-
eyes.
Did you say like?
Like, yeah,
Like.
it's a bit like that.
It's like
See, the problem is that the word is a part of your vocabulary, so you need to use it. The problem is that she's using it as a filler word, but her brain can only put two words together before she needs to use her filler word. That's the issue.
I just like the
Um,
fact that you found this video in a Twitter handle, woman's being awful or what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what? I didn't even notice that. It just came up on my
yeah.
feed.
No, you didn't notice it at all.
It's
Got a
weird that you
bookmark.
didn't even notice it. That you're following them and you're actually got a paid subscription to them as well. That's weird that was highlighted as well. Yeah.
All right, we've talked about this before. We're going to bring this up.
Is
we're
it
gonna
like
get moving
weird?
through some of these topics? Look at this. This is again what happens when I change from my dark mode to light mode. The article, like, look at that. Look at what's happened. I'm
Stop
going to leave it
selecting
like
everything.
this because I can't stand how bright it is. All right. And we're not going to read the article anyway because we've got some videos to watch in regards to this. But we have talked about this before. Peacock's
videos.
oh fuck's
Yeah.
sake! This annoyed the shit out of me when I saw the trailer for this. Oh, for
Peacock
fuck's sake!
Queer Planet features lion bromances and pansexual monkeys and more. Now, okay. Let's
wait. Which one's? Wait, stop. Sorry, let me give you a second. I
Are you
thought
gonna play the
pansexual
trailer?
Was the one that you only have sex with people that you're attracted to?
say that again.
How would they? Isn't pan? I'm just gonna Google pansexual.
I thought pansexual was the robots, wasn't it? Isn't
No.
isn't
The items.
Lando Calrissian pansexual and he's fucking a droid?
But
No,
that's
sexual. Okay, pansexual is sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people of all genders. So it's not
Oh.
bisexual because bisexual is only male and female.
Oh,
Pansexual.
Oh, mate.
so
I was
so let's
hoping
say-
that it was. I was hoping that it was sex with like robotic devices and things, and they go and pinch someone's phone and let it vibrate.
that
on
probably
their
has
cock
its
or
own
something.
term. Yeah.
It's just another made-up thing.
Yeah, it is.
So what
So
you're
it's
looking
basically
for
bi.
is you're also looking at what you're talking about is called technosexuality or robophilia.
Oh.
Or robo fetishism, which is what it was known in the 80s. like the women-
Robocopophilia. Do you know in Australia we say copperfield? So that's why that would be funny. Robocopophilia.
Yeah, that I answered your question and you interrupted me for that. It's like, oh, like, man, I fucking like.
Yeah, it's a bit like how you interrupted me like earlier, and I fucking lost my entire train of thought.
Dude, you're the host. That's the duty of the person who's not the host to do that.
I know. Don't play this.
No, we're playing this. We've watched the trailer. This is like there's a bit of a trailer here, and then there's also a little bit of a behind the
promotional.
scenes.
This is the promotional stuff where they get the real life equivalency of people who are like gay
People who are like gay aliens. I mean, gay animals.
Yeah.
No,
this is
Galians
like
or
a Pride
animals.
Month special. guys.
Galians.
Yeah.
Before we do, we've got a $5 super chat from Superman. If he wasn't scared of screen rocks, says Rhino needs to donate 1 membership for every time he says like shit on this show now. No, I can't do that. Again, like is a part of the vocabulary. Sorry, I don't make the rules, mate. Yes, you do.
What
And you
about?
just made a
Okay,
rule that-
let's make this fair. What about like a cent every time you
What
say
did you
like?
just
I'm
say?
sorry.
Like?
1 cent
So every time,
like.
every time someone says like, Rhino has to donate money.
Yeah.
Fuck
What about
by the end of the stream, and it's like each like is a cent. So it's
like.
eventually
like,
go to $1, $2.
What should people
yeah.
do for the stream, Rhino? Should they like and subscribe?
They should. They should definitely and subscribe.
Do you remember
do
this?
that? Do that and subscribe.
Do you
What'd you
remember
say?
the scene from Demolition Man when he's talking shit to the device to get papers?
Yeah.
John Spartan, you'll find 1 credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need
For a violation of the verbal morality.
we need a device into your home. Like whenever you say like.
Oh, whenever I say like, I get a receipt. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fined. You've been fined.
You'd be fined 1
$100
credit
for
for the
saying
use
the
of the
word
word
like.
like.
You've been fined $100 for saying like. Yeah. Keely Chow with an 8-month member chat. Thank you, Keely. Good to see you. I would spend the night with her. Who are we talking about?
That
the like chick.
The which chick?
The like chick.
Oh, the like chick. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I would spend a night with her, but only if she doesn't say anything. That's true.
Yeah, and that's the point. Like she's used to that. That's why she doesn't like talking. You know.
She doesn't.
Noise
what talking?
cancelling headphones
She
exist.
doesn't what talking? She doesn't like talking. Stop it.
She does not prefer talking.
Could you please read out Skirmitar's membership?
Oh, here we go. Skirmitar. Like. It's like mine. From the,
you missed it.
Bloody Nemo.
Yeah.
You missed the last 3.
Like. There, I gave you a few more.
Yeah.
Right? Can we
They're in
get
the
this
bank.
queer planet off this planet?
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Can we get this queer planet
you know
off?
what I just noticed?
Yeah.
No like, dislike.
Oh, is that any
No,
comment?
he said it twice. He said the word twice.
Oh shit!
Is
I've
there
got
any
a couple in
comment
the
for it?
bank. So
It's because you are logged in with the channel. I mean,
Yeah.
not the full
Oh,
access.
I know. I didn't.
not
I didn't want him to know that.
I
I just
am,
thought,
and I'm as a manager. That's why.
Yeah.
damn it, Skirms, he had to ruin
Oh,
it.
hang on.
'Cause he was
Now,
gonna
now
tell
it makes
people
me
about
want to
it.
actually see if this thing has been ratioed or anything. So let me just go to my account really quickly.
Why,
sorry,
what are you
Grant.
trying to see?
Oh, I just wanted to see if it's got a ratio or anything
On what?
on the video.
What
do
part
you
of the
mean?
video?
The up and down vote part.
It's not Reddit, you dickhead.
Like what?
Ah,
What did you just say, Skirmitar? It's like the first one to say it loses. I bet you I'd win.
Okay. From now on, whoever
All right,
says
from now on,
that
all right.
word loses.
Okay.
What word?
Wow. That
Holy
word.
Schmidt, look at the ratio.
Yeah, the
Look at
ratio.
that.
100,
This-
164 down to 32 up.
Thumbs up and down. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You think you know nature? Think again. planet is home to over 11 million species, each with their own way of being. From flamboyantly gay flamingos to pansexual primates.
Look at this. Let's get it on.
That's Rhino and theory.
The flamingos are flamboyantly gay.
They're not just normal gay; they're flamboyantly gay. Are you enjoying this video so far, Rhino?
Oh, very much so.
It's already hard.
I'm just assessing what everybody said to see if anybody said it. I needed a minute there.
Sex-changing clownfish to multi-gendered mushrooms.
Journeys.
In between.
Everything in between.
Nature.
Hey, I just hit you on the butt with my head. It's like a
that was
butt.
pleasurable for you.
Said it. I fucking said it. Yeah, I'm gonna win this. Fuck you all. Yeah, it's like when you go into the kitchen and you smack your missus on the ass, but he does it with your head. That's it. Next time I get a missus, I'm gonna walk up behind her and just go whack on like a giraffe.
It's hilarious that they like consider that. Oh, that was so gay. Like, actually, I was twerping off a fly or something. You know, they just interpret that as gay automatically. That's fantastic.
Oh man.
Nature is more queer than you could possibly imagine. But don't take my word for it.
They showed a rainbow over a waterfall as evidence.
Yeah.
And also theirs.
Ready? My name is Dr. Christine Wilkinson.
Dr. Ross Brooks.
Antonia Forster.
Bradley Trevor Grieve.
I'm a mycologist.
A tropical
What animals are
marine
these?
The lecturer in natural history. The founder and director of the Vagina Museum.
The founder and director of the Vagina Museum.
And then they cut to a cock.
And then they cut to a cock. And it's only the head of the cock, so it looks like a cock.
What the hell do the family
good.
conversations look like? So, where do you
You said the word. You said the word.
It's so worth it. It's so worth it now. I gotta go back.
That's the
A
vagina.
tropical ecologist, a senior lecturer in natural history. The founder and director of the Vagina Museum.
And she's so proud of it.
Oh my god!
She's the founder and director.
Yeah, the founder and
Please.
director.
Please tell me there's a penis museum.
Oh man. Oh, that's so
Yeah,
good.
the guys in charge of the penis museum, then they cut to a shot of a pussy.
Yeah.
They cut to a shot like an open clam or something.
Together, we'll be going on a global search for queerness that goes far beyond our human definition. We'll be bucking gender norms, breaking taboos, and switching sexes as we uncover the reasons why we know so little about how nature truly is.
Oh, stick your dick in there. Is that what we're supposed to think watching this? I thought that was what we were doing. All right, take a shit in there. I don't know, whatever. Put your big toe in there. See what happens.
Queerness is abundant in nature. Queerness practically is nature.
I like the word queer.
The fuck is queerness? Why does the word queer keep changing?
The whole
It's,
world. What a time to
it's-
drop it too.
Yeah.
Pride Month as well.
Nature and queerness. It's so symbiotic. Like
Oh, dude, look at that. That mother's giving birth. What a queer.
Yeah.
The complete reproduction and proliferation of the species is based on
And the
queerness.
lack of binary in nature.
You know, I'm gonna save what I have to say at the end of this. Let's just finish.
Size boxes. It gives you the flexibility to be able.
Hang on. What did you just say about boxes?
No, this
Flies.
isn't the.
That's offensive to Australians.
Yeah, she wasn't the vagina museum lady.
No, I know. But she's still talking about boxes.
Yeah.
abundant in nature. Queerness practically is nature. I like the word queer because it defies boxes. It gives you the flexibility.
Queer? Well, yeah, it probably does defy boxes, to be honest.
Be able to run the gamut of behaviors.
It's love,
LGBT.
diversity, and the most extraordinary, complex relationships you can possibly imagine.
You got a shit accent, you dickhead.
I wonder if these people think that a zebra is black or white. Like, is it black wearing white face with white stripes, or is it white wearing black face with black stripes? Like, what color is a zebra? Is it actually black or is it white? And then are they?
Right. So you're missing the point. It's both and it's neither at the same time.
Oh, and then they have gay relationships and.
No,
What's that?
No, it can't have a gay relationship because it's neither. So it just has
No.
relationships. It has a
Well,
queer relationship, which means that
neither.
all
You can
zebra
still have
relationships are queer.
Still have one zebra sticking its dick in another zebra's ass.
Could be a feminine penis. You don't know.
Could. I wonder what the lady from the Vagina Museum has to think about everything that we're talking about right now.
To what Mother Nature intended, she was pretty open-minded.
If you're judgmental, prudish,
It's so dumb. These people's brains are fried.
A queer planet.
It's so.
Dude, I don't. My problem is I don't understand why does the ideology have to get pushed onto something that's nature? Like, so flamingos because they're pink are now considered gay. So a peacock's now considered flamboyantly gay.
And no, but they're also probably referencing. You know how a flamingo always has one leg up, but the foot is like dangling, so it's kind of like a limp hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but so do pigeons.
Limp wrist. That's it. Cecily, you silly sausage. You come to my sausage sizzle on Saturday. There's not going to be any sausages there, but there's going to be a lot of sausages there. That's what they think that the flamingos
It's kind of
sound
funny
like
that
when they talk.
you mentioned sausage sizzle because that's like literally what I'm eating right now.
Oh, that's disgusting. You're eating my sausage sizzles.
They're like showing. I said it again. Like, look at this. Gayness is in nature, in animal nature. Look how wonderful it is. Well, that's magnificent. I can see myself in animals. Yeah, animals also eat their own children, they eat other animals, completely.
Did you say you could see yourself in an animal?
They're saying that they can see themselves in animals. We, as human beings, are supposed to be better than fucking animals. All right, stop taking inspiration from them. For fuck's sake, this is disgusting.
Okay, we've watched 2 trailers now over a couple of weeks or whatever because we watched the first original trailer and this is obviously something new for it. And it's not to say that there haven't been circumstances where maybe something like this has happened where, you know, you get a bromance amongst a lion tribe. What do they call them? Fucking thing of
Pride.
lions or pride. Thank you, of lions or whatever the case may be. But
dude, it's called a pride, and they're not even talking about that. Like,
I get that. But this is the thing. Like, this is from the BBC. I don't know how much of this we're going to actually be able to watch without getting taken down. So I might have to.
Is this Attenborough's voice?
It is.
We'll get taken down. They're very yeah.
Well, okay. I watched this before we started because I wanted to see because it's got same-sex partnerships.
So
right?
what that's talking about is it's talking about either two females or 2 males that are nesting a pre-existing egg. They're basically taking on.
No, that's not what happens.
That's not that one with the albatrosses. That's what albatrosses tend to do.
Nope. So this video. This albatross, this one down here is the male. This is the female. He's trying to court that female, right? And does this whole, like, you know, the birds do their little dance, do their little presentation or whatever to find a mate. And these mates, they tend to, for albatrosses anyway, it's a lifelong mate, right? They stay with them for 50 years. Well, while he's doing his little dance, another male comes in and starts getting all pissed off. Right? does a little
They
scream
also-
like that.
They also have a massive wingspan. Like we're talking like several meters wide.
Yeah.
They
And
are
the female
huge fucking birds.
Female gets overwhelmed and she leaves. But then those two dudes separate. But then another mate comes in and they're both males. And they start doing their presentation to each other. And apparently, even David Attenborough says that the population of these animals, of these albatrosses, are apparently dropping because there are more of these birds that are ending up in same-sex partnerships and not breeding birds. More of them.
So they're dumbasses.
Which I
Even
thought
they
was-
can't tell the difference between each other.
Which I thought was interesting. But the one thing that I noticed from watching this video...
So can I just make a little thing? So what they're saying is, in a small area, the more homosexuality is introduced, the less the population's around.
Well, hang on. Let me see if I can get a little bit of it.
He will share the rest of his life. On the Antipodes Islands,
Just two bros helping each other out. It's not gay.
it's becoming increasingly common.
So it's becoming increasingly common.
Today, there are 3 times as many males as females.
3 times as many males as females?
Females feed further north than the males.
I can't really play too much of this, but it does go into it, and it's pretty legitimate. Again, the one thing that I noticed is the difference between this and what David Attenborough and the way he's narrating it is it's not like it's just a circumstances of circumstances of events, and
So
he's just narrating it, right?
So
Whereas these guys are trying to
albatrosses
find.
albatrosses need a partner to survive. They need a physical connection with something. They need a mate, a friend, a bond of some sort. So when there's more males than females, they seek out two. It's just two bros helping each other out. Hey, if one bro happens to get off while you're washing it, that's not gay. That's just helping a bro out.
Yeah,
we've all been there.
But yeah, in this, they're obviously trying to make up and find queerness where queerness doesn't actually really exist. You know, they're talking about mushrooms being both male and female. It's like, dude, it's yes, we know plants but it's a mushroom. I know. It's like,
yeah,
it's like you got
making
male
it a
and
lot more.
okay. This is the thing. Like, from what I know
Right.
from weed plants, right? You can have male and you can have female weed plants.
Fruits are ovaries as well.
No,
You're eating ovaries.
you don't have
Hang on,
male.
Hear me out. You've got male and
don't have-
female plant weed plants, and the male plant can make the female turn male.
It's not. It's the plants don't change. It's the flowering that changes. The plants
I
are
know,
always
but
the same.
concept of it was always just male, female, and the female plant's the one that you get the best buds
They
off,
always
and
produce.
the male
They always
plant
produce.
has all the
They always
seeds.
produce both.
But
It's just what one's more predominant. That's the difference.
No, that's not based on my understanding. That's not true at all, and my experiences with it too. That's not true at all.
Oh, sorry. I guess you used to grow up in the bathtub. I apologize. You would know.
But anyway, all I know is the pollination from a male weed plant will turn a female weed plant into a male weed plant, and then it just starts growing seeds as opposed to buds. So that's my understanding of it. And look, that's a natural course of that particular plant's growth and thing. But these guys will try and find a way to say, like, that's queerness in the environment. You know, that's queerness in. It's just it's so pathetic to me.
They're making a lot more salacious than it actually is. It's like they used the example in the video of the clownfish being like gay. That's not really what happens. The thing with clownfish is it's the biggest, the largest male in the group actually changes sex and becomes a female.
Yeah. And you were
Which is
right.
the
It's
opposite of
salacious. The
prison.
way that they present it is like completely pathetic, really.
All I want to say about this, that these experts in my country probably would work in a McDonald's or something like that. So
You mean to tell me the director and founder of the Vagina Museum would work in a Mackey's? Scare me.
in my country, well, maybe she wouldn't be qualified for even that. She would probably die in hunger.
All right, we were going to
Dying of
talk.
hunger in Hungary. That's ironic.
This was an article that Blake sent me. Sent it to me a couple of weeks ago, I think, too. And I haven't really gone through the article, but gee, that's really bad. Like having that over the white, isn't it? Oh, hang on, let me turn this. That's better. Look how stupid that is.
Isn't we brought this article up like?
Yeah.
Did we?
Like
yeah, that's
it
why I
was
sent it to you.
Yeah. We did it like a month ago.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
All right, well, then we've already talked about it. Good.
Because I remember I said that like it was like they're erasing Italian and Jew culture because that's clearly what Morph was designed on.
Right.
Look at him;
Yeah,
he's
that's
definitely a Sylvester Stallone stand-in if I've ever seen one.
Man, I can't even begin to tell you how much these streams have started rolling together. And like, I can't, like, there's things that I'm like, yeah, and I said it again. There are things that I can't remember whether or not I've actually like talked about it already or not. It's
Star Wars. It's destroyed your brain.
Yeah.
It has.
So here you go. Something that we haven't actually spoken about. I put in the private chat before.
Yeah, play
the
that.
trailer.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play that then. I got other stuff, but yeah, we'll play this.
Is it the
All
Venom
right.
trailer?
We do have the Venom trailer as well, yes.
I hate that too.
But it's not the Venom trailer, not this one. This one's worse, I reckon. This is Netflix, The Witcher Season 4 First Look. When was
Why?
this released? 2 weeks ago. Beautiful. It's
I've
got-
avoided this. I've managed not to see it, and I see like everything. Why?
Yeah, so my wife's like a huge like Witcher like book series fan, and she kind of I don't know if you know this about females, but they kind of like Henry Cavill, especially when he can do roles well, and I think that's definitely one of the roles that he did well. So, I've seen one shot of the Aussie fella as
Liam.
Yeah,
As
Liam.
Geralt.
I was just like as Geralt, and
Discount Chris. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Don't get me started on here.
Yeah, this trailer's been out for 2 weeks. It's got 1.6 million views. It has 141 dislikes and 19 likes.
Those are rookie numbers. Got to get those numbers up.
But man, the ratios recently that we've been seeing have been pretty prominent. Like a lot more shit's now being ratioed than I think ever before when it comes to these trailers and these first looks that are dropping at the moment. And it's because of the mistakes that they've made. Sorry, Pop, go.
And yeah, that tool thing that shows the dislikes, it underestimates. So in actuality, there is more dislikes on the video.
Yeah, it only updates every like 4 hours or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
But again, this trailer's been out for 2 weeks, so you wouldn't think that it's necessarily getting a lot of interaction anymore with 1.6 million views. Like it might tick over to 1.7 in like a month. You know. Let's take a look.
Don't like how they're avoiding showing him.
Yeah.
Does his sword look smaller to you?
Did it get destroyed? I wouldn't know because no one watched season 3.
Maybe just the camera angle.
Yeah, I didn't watch season 3 at all. Oh my god, you know who he looks like? You know who he looks
Chris
like
Hemsworth?
there? No,
Chris
he
Hemsworth's
looks
younger
like
brother.
no. He looks like
Ryan Kennel. Oh.
The guy from Iron Man 3.
Oh my god, it's Liquid Blade.
No, there can be only one.
Oh yeah, Highlander. Yeah.
Oh, he looks like
Christopher Lambert.
fucking, Yeah, man, just the way you turn there, like
Well, dude, that was a lot of the comparisons. It was just like that people were saying that with Henry
Looks like-
Cavill. It was just like Highlander on steroids.
It looks
That's
like,
why it was funny when he's cast in as Highlander.
it looks like Raiden.
He's not
Christopher
Asian enough.
Lambert.
Calm
To be
down.
honest,
No,
it's
Raiden from the first fucking Mortal Kombat movie, because that's him.
Yeah,
Or the
Christopher
second one.
Lambert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always going to be difficult pulling off white hair. The wig is always going to look, mixed.
No-
So I don't.
I mean,
not gonna
he
criticize
turned
the
around and
wig,
shot.
but,
There's nothing bad about this. It's not like it. This is
No.
a nothing shot. We can't really judge anything on it yet.
No.
Yeah.
I need to hear him speak.
Oh yeah,
Oh, maybe that
true.
was the
How's
wrong
he going to
trailer,
pull off
was it?
the Geralt speech? Like,
Sorry,
Henry
that was
Cavill
the
did a
wrong
good
trailer.
job.
Henry Cavill did that whole like, fuck, like that sort of thing, like really
Like
well.
growliness. Yeah.
You know, he did that so good, and I just don't think that Liam's got that presence to be able to pull something like that off well. I could be wrong.
I don't think I've ever heard him speak.
Liam,
Yeah.
you've never seen
No, haven't seen those Hunger Games
Hunger
movies. no.
Games?
No.
What else is Liam in?
I saw him in Expendables 2. He was like dead in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, that's true. He was too, wasn't he? He was was he the sniper? No, he wasn't the sniper.
Oh,
Sorry,
he was the one
spoiler.
that Jean-Claude Van Damme had killed with a knife.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna Google like
Oh,
what's
he was
his
the sniper.
Liam Hemsworth most famous.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
look
with
it
one
up.
of
Let's
IMDb.
have a look at what he's done. I can't even remember.
To me, he's famous for Miley Cyrus.
For Miley Cyrus. Yeah.
That's what he's most famous for doing.
And then she tried to do a Taylor Swift and write songs about him. Oh, that's it. That was pretty shit for a first look. It's just him walking the dog.
It's a horse, but that's fair enough.
That's not prison talk.
Okay, so I've got like his IMDb here.
IMDb.
What?
His IMDb page, right? And he's
IMDb.
most known for the Hunger Game movies.
I'll be right
and
back. Keep going.
the sequel to Independence Day.
Oh,
yeah, he was in that,
that's
wasn't he?
Twice.
I
He
completely
was in
forgot that movie existed.
That's such a bad fucking movie.
Yep. I'm not seeing anything here that I recognize.
Grant, just
He was in the
keep-
Muppets.
He's in the Muppet. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, his track record is. I thought maybe he'd had some like hidden bangers here, but I'm seeing nothing.
Dude, he was on one episode of Home and Away. I think that means he's made it. Oh, McLeod's Daughters. Some big stuff there.
Fucking hell, he's been in
Clouds.
nothing. Wow, The Duel. Oh no, that's not the one. I was
I
thinking.
had a
Woman
mate on
Named Damon.
McLeod's Daughters. That's a random show.
James and the Giant Peach. I don't even-
Which version? From what year?
Yeah,
2020.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like that old one.
No, he's been in that. Wow, I thought he'd be some like he's the brother of a famous actor, so I assume he'd be in better stuff. All right, nothing. That's what's he. Okay, so maybe they wouldn't have to pay him much.
dude,
Isn't that
and
good
he's
question?
more famous of the Hemsworth brothers.
Yeah.
Then Chris,
Damn.
you reckon?
Go look up Luke
Oh, yeah,
Hemsworth.
the other one.
Okay.
He was. In
I
that,
didn't know there was a third brother.
Yeah. Oh, there's four. Luke
Oh.
Hemsworth. From the only thing I can remember him on, he was the guy who played Thor in the in the scene with
In the
Matt
play.
Damon.
In the play, yeah,
in the play.
Thor Ragnarok.
He was one of the
He was-
army stud guys.
I thought that was
might have been a
Liam.
robot in Westworld.
I thought that was
No.
Liam.
No, that was the older brother.
Yeah, well, I don't know. How do you guys feel about seeing that? Did that get you excited for Witcher? Like, did anybody here actually watch Witcher season 1? Who
Never
watched
seen an
season
episode.
1?
I watched one episode of season 1 and then I was out when I heard.
I watched season 1 and season 2.
Fucking hell,
No,
you made it
yeah.
through 2.
I was out
When-
after
when-
season 2.
I mean, you're surprised you watched this fucking Star Wars.
It's true.
This is true.
It's true.
Another mistake in Henry Cavill's career. Like that dude can pick a franchise that's about to fail, can't he? It's like
Well,
he's
no,
got a
he's-
talent for it.
he can pick a role that works and that the fans fucking love him in, yet gets fucked at the writing end of things.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill in MCU or Star Wars when? That's gonna be
There's
Okay,
the rumor
so-
he's going to be in the MCU soon. As
They
in
asked him.
the
They asked him about
Deadpool.
being Captain Britain, and he went no.
Yeah, that's been around
Hopefully
for a
he's
long
not.
time. That one.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. This is a video that Grant sent me earlier tonight. Let's check it out.
No proof of that.
It says, "Boys Beyond Fried."
And that's fried chicken.
That's rice.
Oh, it's rice. Okay.
Oh man. Hey, off his head.
Wow. It's gonna make it easier.
Yeah, this is gonna make it easier. Okay, whatever he's taking, I'd like to know.
I'm back. What did he store?
No, he was just he's just off his head.
Ah,
Yeah. When someone says don't take that 1,500 milligram gum in, you take 3.
Yeah. I thought he was grabbing like a pile of it with his hand and he was going to put it to his mouth, but he's just like scratching the end of the plate.
He's contemplating.
Oh, no.
He's thinking the next move very carefully.
Dude, I'd hate to be that high. Like
That spoon twist just kills me.
Yeah.
You know, this
hell
reminds me of? This reminds me of back at MozzaCon when Grant was trying to get Mozza to eat a one of those chicken patties from the McChicken.
Yeah.
Mozza was sitting there and Grant's trying to get him to eat it. This is what this reminds me of.
He couldn't move his hand. He couldn't do anything.
No.
MozzaCon was fun. MozzaCon was great. All right. We've got it is Pride Month, ladies and gentlemen. It is Pride Month. It's ridiculous, but it is Pride Month. And I've just got a little message from this lesbian lady here.
Fucking hell.
Well, he seems nice.
You say fucking hell, but this is more on a positive note for the whole Pride Month thing. I actually kind of like this video. Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, Pumpkin, it's Pride Month again. You already know I'm gonna do it. I do it every year. You ain't gotta tell me Happy Pride. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I need any rainbows, signs, signals, or anything else to alert anyone around me that I am in fact a homosexual. I look pretty gay. I don't depend on my sexuality to get me through life. I don't need no handouts. I don't need no special treatment. I got this personality over here, and that works for me. I don't really identify with the community. I know I've already upset some people. I still don't fucking care. Like, I ain't mad at you for letting your freak flag fly. Just wish you would fly it inside your bedroom. I know some of you are like, but why don't you want to be part of this movement? We need your platform. No, you don't. You don't need me. I've got a whole alphabet out there. You do not need me. You want to know why I don't want people to see the community when they look at me? I was around when we were like, hey, we just want to be treated equally. Yo, we don't need any special treatment. Just like, don't treat us like shit, please. And then all the conservative Christians were like, we can't let the gays get married because it's going to open Pandora's box. And the next thing you know, there's going to be homosexuals marching down the road with rainbow butt plugs and bondage gear on. And we was like, nah, dude, that's not what we want. We just want to exist without being tormented. It's not like we're going to end up dancing in a public fountain with our labias flapping around. That would never happen. Right? And here we are in a rainbow circus. And everybody wants to be part of it. They're trying to put P3DOs in this community. I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be part
That's why you added it.
rainbow
Because the Star Wars reference.
here, but
I didn't even see it. Was there a Star Wars reference? Let me go back. And
Oh,
do that.
you did not know. You.
I did. I swear to God.
Trying to put P3DOs in this community. I don't want to be part of that. I'm
So
in a
rebellion.
rainbow circus, and everybody wants to be part of it. They're trying to put
Like he says, "Oh, I didn't know that part." And he skipped right to the
Man,
part where she went C-3PO. Yeah.
I honestly didn't even hear that the first time I watched it.
I don't want to be part of that. I don't want to be part of a rainbow leather bondage gear butt plug march down the road. I don't want to do that. I think our kids should be protected from that. I don't think our kids need to see that. Like, do it, have the parties, get your tits out, but don't do it in public. I remember when we used to get wild as fuck in the club, but there wasn't no kids there. I don't know, man. No disrespect.
Why did kids in the club anyway?
Yeah.
I don't agree with it being in the streets.
There's those trans parades and stuff now.
Yeah.
Like the kids just, yeah.
Oh,
And
dude,
people-
don't worry. I live in Sydney. The gay lesbian Mardi Gras
Mardi
every
Gras.
year. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like
He lives in Melbourne. He has the gay capital of the world.
Yeah, it's true. Fucking
Sydney's
gay.
probably not far behind it. But
fucking
yeah, like that.
Dude, I remember walking down King's Cross, and there it was just titty bars and everything. And then how it's changed now is ridiculous.
But see, this is the kind of chick. I just got to say this really quickly. She refers to herself as gay. She is a lesbian, so she is a chick. Now, like, she doesn't. If she was to be called a dude in public, she probably wouldn't care. That's like the thing that I see, like the whole pronoun thing. You know, if somebody was to mistakenly think, like, I don't see how you could, because just looking at her, you can see that she's a chick, but you could also tell that she's gay, that she would be a lesbian. There's probably a very high chance that just from looking at her that she's a lesbian, right? But she wouldn't get offended by the bullshit. And it's so true too. Even when we were voting here, right, for the gay marriage thing, you remember the vote?
Yeah.
When we were voting here for that,
It only cost $300 million.
there were people saying you're going to open Pandora's box by allowing this. And it almost feels like that's the truth. That we
Yeah, you
actually
still voted
did.
yes, didn't you, Rhino?
I didn't vote.
You had to vote. Everyone had to
No,
vote.
not on that. It wasn't mandatory. The only thing that we've got mandatory voting in is state and federal elections. That's it. If they put out one of these votes, you can abstain from voting, and I didn't vote.
Where you live?
Wait,
North
mandatory
Korea?
voting?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is
So
that?
What
in
the fuck?
our federal and state
elections,
you have to vote, and if you don't vote, you get a $70 fine.
Every single citizen's duty is to vote. You have to go and vote.
Yeah,
It's fucking communist country.
And if
How
you
the
don't
fuck-
vote, yeah,
dude,
it's
how
a
the fuck is
$70
that
fine.
communist?
It's not.
It's literally the
like-
opposite.
They're just making sure that every single citizen,
Every single person gets a say.
Yeah,
But
so
you've
no one
also-
can turn
you've
around and
also gotta-
say it wasn't
you've also gotta
wasn't my fault.
you've also got to register to vote, and if you don't register, then you never actually have to vote. Kind
Yeah,
of weird.
like
Yeah,
lethal. But then when you
catch
try and go
22.
overseas, they're like, "Wait a minute, you've never voted. Are you sure you want to go overseas?
Yeah.
How do we know you're not a part of Al Qaeda?"
The extra shit, we don't really have to fight for our rights anymore, man.
Yeah, we get it, Ryder. Same shit over and over again.
It's all about manifestation. You know, if you wake up in the
Should have
morning,
Star Wars
and you
reference coming up.
you're gay, that's the people you're gonna run into. Personally, I never run into that. I wake up in the morning and just exist. Just go do regular people shit. I don't wake up and think about being gay. Not one time have I ever woke up and been like, well, it's a great day to be a lesbian. What I do in my bedroom has nothing to do with who I am as a person. I hate that it's starting to turn into that. And that's really all I gotta say about it, y'all. My pride flag's still red, white, and blue. You can unfollow me if you want to. I said it once, I said it twice, I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck. Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, happy Pride Month, everyone.
She was cool.
Yeah.
I'm not against the gays. I don't have problems with gays. I'm against bullshit in general. So yeah, she was cool.
Yep.
To be honest, like in my experience, Pride Month has been getting weaker and weaker every year. Like in my hometown, like, not hometown, the area I live in, I've not seen a rainbow flag so far. And we're only 8 days into the month. Maybe I'll see one eventually.
On my Twitter line, I haven't seen a gay icon change compared to the last few years.
Hmm.
No, no BMW, not like I haven't seen it this year.
Maybe the corporations know, yeah.
they're
That it's
still doing
not
it.
worth it after Bud Light and stuff. I don't know.
They have only one day here for Pride, not a fucking month. It's too much.
To sustain, yeah.
All right, let's watch a bit of this. Everybody loves a good fight. Did you guys see this?
My man Eddie. Fucking
So
hell.
it's a 2-on-1. If you don't know, it's almost like two featherweights against a heavyweight.
Oh, dude. Okay, Eddie Hall is the world's quote unquote the world's strongest man. He also does boxing, but he's technically not a boxer. And he's versing the Nafati brothers, who are actually I think they're featherweights.
He was gonna do. He was in training for a professional MMA fight against another strongman in Brian Shaw, but that fell through. And then
the problem was the weight was the issue because they're both over 330 pounds. There's no MMA division to be able to sanction that.
Yeah.
Like there's like super heavyweight, but
No,
it
no,
was
this
just going to
is
be a
the women
stand.
one. We watched a video where it was two women on one dude, or three
No,
women on
this
one
is
dude.
this is over in England. So
But this is all men. It's all men. All right, let's watch. So what's the rule? He's got to only knock out one of them. I mean, he had the other one pretty much cold as well, but
yeah,
once one of them's knocked out, match over.
Well, once one of them's not, I don't know how they determined it, but he got both of them. He cracked one of them, they dropped, and he slammed one. So
No, well, the guy that he slammed is the guy that he knocked out because he picks him up, he goes boom, right, and then he gets
cracks
up
him
and
there.
starts,
No,
and then
he gets him
this
here.
is the knockout that gets it. Boom.
No, Rhino, you missed it. When the guy come in there, he hit him. He hit him as soon as he comes in here. The other guy, he hits him there.
Where? Like in the knee?
No, Rhino, he hit him with his other arm. Dude, the guy weighs 300 pounds. It doesn't take much force to be able to hurt someone that weighs like that size.
I think his other arm sort of missed him, to be honest. The thing that stopped the fight was this guy that he slammed getting knocked out. That's what stopped the fight. The fight's still going. They're brawling in there, right? He gets up and goes, boom.
And
then they jump in and it's like, no, that's
then
it.
that
This
guy's
guy's
still lying on the floor.
fighting.
Yeah.
He might be hurt,
Dude.
but he's still fighting.
He's on autopilot mode. He gets up and he's dizzy as fuck.
Oh wait, Jeanette, like they can't keep fighting if there's an unconscious person there. Like anything could happen. Like you could land on. Like they'll stop a game. They'll stop they'll stop it in football if there's an injured player. Like
Yeah, that's right.
If there's an unconscious person, just
he
stay
picks him
prone.
up, flips him over, and just goes boom.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. Well, let's watch it again.
This guy's got heaps of stuff on YouTube. Like he's got his own YouTube channel and does like training and everything.
But he's not a fighter.
No, but he just
he's
had
he's a strong
yeah.
man.
But he was in training for a specific fight with another massive
He
dude.
thought the
Tom
guy who played the
Aspinall and
mountain.
stuff helping him out. Yeah, yeah.
He thought
dude.
Like he's actually in the undisputed game, the boxing game. But yeah, no, he's more of a
Is that Eddie Hall? Is that who that is?
That's Eddie Hall, yeah.
Fucking huge.
Dude, Eddie Hall got a leg kick. Eddie Hall got a leg kick from a 9-year-old, and he was done.
Really?
Did you see him get
He got kicked in the leg. Yeah.
Knocked out by that man. He was training at Tom Aspinall's gym, and he was training this massive Madna, this massive Russian dude, like 6'9", and he set him up for a head kick, and just Eddie went down like a stone.
Man, I need to watch some more of this stuff. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. I like the way he rolled him up and then slams him down, and then he comes charging and he's like, no, boom.
He's like he was legitimately nearly 3 times their weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I want to share this. This is an old classic one. So this guy here is Alistair Overeem. They call him Ubereem. He's a Dutch
Yeah.
fighter who eats horse drumsticks. Like he'll eat a drumstick of a horse leg. He's that sort of guy. And one
Like
of
99% steroids.
99% steroids, and the other 1% is horse meat.
Yeah.
And one of his students said that, how hard could you kick? I think I could, hold it with a thing. He's like, all right.
She's gonna get launched.
She's gonna go flying. Legs get swept.
Yeah, so that's like literally him doing that at like maybe 10,
And he was
maybe
doing it
15%
lightly.
power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nothing.
So like when I say like when it comes to the power of the guys who are heavyweights, and like it might not look like it was a big hit. Certain things were big hits, but the guy that was grabbing him around the legs was the guy that went to hospital. He was the guy that suffered the worst of the two injuries. The guy that got cracked was fine. That's what I'm saying. So yeah.
All right, let's watch this last trailer and we'll wrap up the show, shall we? So, in between our Back of the Ute streams, another trailer dropped for Venom, The Last Stand.
I really hate that this got a trilogy.
Yeah, well, I really hated the second one. I thought the first one was fine.
Because they recycled the same storyline over at the end of it. They were all good. They were one. We are Venom. And then at the beginning of the next one,
That's
it
what
was
that's one of the things
shit
that I
over
hated
and
the
over again.
most. And I think most people have commented on that because it is so glaring in those two movies that it's like your character, your main character, is playing out the same story arc twice, like pretty much straight after each other. It's a bit, I don't know, so dumb. Anyway.
I think half the people forgot Venom 2 actually happened.
Yeah, Venom 2 had Carnage, like first time debut in live action. I love symbiotes, and you can see here at the first appearance of Carnage. I love the symbiotes. I love Venom. These movies are a fucking disappointment. I fucking hate them.
That's fair enough. I can understand a person that's into it a lot more than I am, thinking the first one was shit.
Well, you can't.
That's why I said it was fine. I don't think it's great by any stretch, but I thought it was just fine.
I also thought that Cletus Cassidy was the worst version of Carnage to be able to do. Like, dude, if they wanted to really change it up, they should have made Eddie Brock that version of it, and then Venom have to find someone else. That would have been a much better movie.
Especially
because Eddie Brock as Carnage is nuts. He's insane. I love it.
I just wish, because this is the thing, people will talk about the superhero fatigue sort of thing, and I think that that's only a relevant phrase based on the fact that the superhero movies that we're getting are shit. If they were actually any good, people would be in seeing them and actually watching them if they honored the source material that these characters were originally came out of. Even though that second...
Where was the fatigue from 08 to 18? There wasn't any. That was 10 years of non-stop hero movies. And by 2018, it was the biggest movies on the planet.
Yeah. But in regards to this, even if the story for Venom 2 was shit and everything, it was a bad movie. I think it was a really bad movie. Even if you make it R-rated, it wouldn't make it any better. But these movies, Venom movies, I feel need to be an R-rated movie.
Well, it's stupid to start off like that
R-rated,
and then go
that's
backwards
right.
in a second one. That's kind of a stupid thing. But they were
It's like,
chasing
oh, no.
more profits.
Especially if you've got Carnage, one of the biggest serial killers in Marvel.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, did you see all the serial killing stuff that he did off screen? Oh, luckily we're looking at someone else who's just going, ooh, that's weird. without
to me,
showing
that-
anything.
Like it was a mistake from the start. You can't have a Venom story without Spider-Man.
Yep.
In any aspect of it, like even if you had to just use Spider-Man at the start and then you never see him again.
I
with the
agree.
character.
You
like
can, but he
do it.
can't look. He can't look and act the way that he is. That's the point.
Yeah, yeah,
he can't. He can't physically look like like Eddie
A
Brock's
version
Spider-Man.
of yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Spider-Man
if
and Venom are yin and yang, basically.
Yeah.
It's
well,
stupid.
dude, we had a Spider-Man, a Venom movie without Spider-Man in it. The one with Ryan Reynolds up in the spaceship.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what it was like. There's no true form. There's nothing for him to grasp onto. The fact of the matter is that he looks the way that he does is only because of Spider-Man.
Why do I not remember that one? The one with
Ryan Reynolds wasn't in it for very long.
Yeah. I said Ryan
Reynolds
because it was like saying the Brad Pitt movie about slaves. 12 Years a Slave, because he was the face of it.
It was
Even though he was in
Gyllenhaal,
it 10 minutes.
wasn't it? Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Reynolds, and other guy that was in.
Why do I still not remember this? Oh, when they're in the spaceship and it crushes
they
the
find
guy's
the little
hand.
alien-
It crushes the guy's hand in the glove thing. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. I do
Isn't that
remember
Ryan
that
Reynolds?
movie.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't. That was the black guy that gets his arm
was it?
crushed
Okay.
in the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the other black guy, not Ryan Reynolds. The other black guy.
I didn't say the other black guy. I just said the black guy. All right.
Did he
Here
die
we go.
first?
Let's watch the trailer. Oh, I'm sick of these little fucking. It's like a short of the trailer. It's like a trailer for the trailer. It's so
the
dumb. Where did
pre-trailer.
this come from? Where did
Skip a
this
little
come
bit.
from? I don't know how far to go.
There we go. At the title. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Seconds. For what? 8 seconds to show us the trailer we're about to watch. It's so dumb.
Yep.
You should probably know that
Wait.
dark.
He's in the same outfit as he is at the end of. So this is directly after the Spider-Man
Well, maybe,
thing.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
No Way Home.
Could be.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
'cause
watch a little more and we'll find out about the post-credit scene and how irrelevant
Oh, okay.
it is.
Sorry, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Okay.
An unpredictable side to me. Stop speaking. I'm giving you a chance, sweetie. Say when. When?
Turn into John Wick.
What are you?
Okay. Yeah, before we just hear what, like, this bit here, this is making me think we're going a third round in regards to them not being in sync with each other.
Oh, you got
That's what this makes me think when I see what he's about to say. Watch this. He just asked, "Who are you?"
We are. We are. Venom! No. Yeah, we are. Venom.
Like they could operate independently from each other like that.
We really need to work on that. What?
Okay, so I was under the impression with everything else that when they did that they were in a symbiotic relationship. So there was no duality of persons in there.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
by him saying at the end of that, we need to work on that. Maybe that, but see, we've already seen them say in sync, symbiotically, say we are Venom. Like, why are we going backwards?
Do you think that was just a poor attempt at humor?
I think it was, but it's
Yeah.
the problem is that it's
It
a
was
legitimate contradiction to stuff that we've seen in the first movie, the end of the first movie.
Or the end of the
Because
second one when they decided to work together again?
Or
Because
the
they
end of the
needed each
second one,
other.
exactly. Like we're going around 3, it seems, with this, where, okay, yes, to some extent they are in a symbiotic relationship because he's like, say when, and he's when, and then he kicks him away, right? So they are in some form of a symbiotic relationship. But the
but everything until then, it hasn't been two of them. Like what I'm saying, like when they do the face split, it's always been that's them in sync. Even when they were fighting with each other, it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I still think that there's an element of them still not quite being, you know.
Because it's weird because he's now biting off their heads. Where does the heads go? Like because his mouth doesn't open that far.
Yeah. Good.
Well, you gotta remember the symbiote, like he eats a lot of fucking food. And then he's only allowed to eat the brains of bad guys. Like the symbiote digests it some way, shape, or form.
Like in the Ultimate comics, the symbiote was literally digesting him, and he had to.
Yeah.
It was painful for him to control it.
Mhm.
And he had to eat other people. It was like kind of like a horror monster, and this is just goofy ass gibberish.
But dude, that's what I'm saying. That's I mean, you're talking about the Ultimate Universe was probably one of the best universe. There were so many fantastic versions of characters, but the only one that we ended up getting out of it was Nick Fury and Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Oh, that popped up 3 times.
Why is that coming up 3 times for?
Yeah, and I click it once, and all 3 highlight.
Yeah, I see all 3 highlight.
It's weird. Anyway. Continue.
Delicious! You take me to all the finest places.
So yeah, he is in the same clothes there as what he's in the end credit scene of No Way Home.
Yeah.
And wasn't he in Mexico or like South America at the end of that movie?
Yeah,
too?
he was at some bar on some beach somewhere.
Yeah.
We always knew it was impossible.
Oh, and the typical, like the cliche.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah, but they got to slow it down, and it's an
We're
old classic
taking
song.
70s song and making it.
Oh,
slow.
look, guys, it's Mordo. That's
Wait. He's already. Oh, wait, no. Okay, sorry. I was like, he already exists in this universe.
The other one.
But
yeah.
technically,
the other
he
one.
doesn't because this is.
Correct.
So, this universe that they're in now, they've stated this is the same universe as.
And you got to remember,
Andrew
this is in a
Garfield's.
different part of the multiverse. Like he's from a different, like it could be the same character, but just doesn't play that.
This guy is such a good actor. Why does he keep getting
Dude,
shit?
I know, right, dude? It's so weird. It's like I see him, and the very first role I remember seeing him in was a character called Shepard, in Serenity.
Yeah, Serenity.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
dude, he was
fantastic in that.
phenomenal in it. Like, what if you gonna?
Did you say something? Did you say something?
Is Chiwetel Ejiofor going to be the bad guy in it again?
Oh man, I don't know what this
hope
movie's
not.
going to be.
Christ's
Getting
sake, he's
typecast
such-
now.
yeah.
This trailer doesn't get me, like, especially after the last movie, it just doesn't get me excited. for
It's
this.
good actors in it. I don't know if Juno Temple was in the last Venom movie, but
Yeah.
she's a great actress.
Let's get through this.
Yeah.
Oh look, they got symbiotes everywhere.
That's right. Pause there. A couple of seconds back. All
So
right.
on the bar.
That's the exact bar that Eddie
That was
kind
at
of,
the end of-
exited. And you guys
No.
remember?
No,
his
it's not.
symbiote- Yeah, that's the guy who was serving Eddie Brock.
This guy.
Yeah.
No,
he
it's
was
not.
serving him the drinks.
No, it's
I'm
not.
pretty sure.
I can
No.
guarantee you it's not. I'll
I
show
think he
you.
had short hair.
No, he had long blonde hair. I think it was long blonde hair. But I can guarantee you it's not. It was an outside bar. That doesn't really look like an outside bar.
Oh, no
It looks different. It does. Can somebody find it? Bring it up.
Yep.
And we'll come back to this.
And it's our job to make sure that remains a secret.
Let's go get him. We are fugitives. On the run. In the ships.
So they're a fugitive now. Don't. Don't really understand.
Yeah, it could be the same guy, just longer hair.
Oh, hang on. Maybe I've got it wrong.
You did.
Yeah, because he's wearing. Go back. He's wearing the same shirt.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
See?
It is him. Sorry, my bad.
I can't believe you called Blake a dirty fucking liar on stream like that. Wow.
So yeah, he drops at some point. He disappears, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Without paying for his drinks.
and then the symbiote. But
Yeah,
this
he's
is
left
in the
on the bar.
MCU.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, does he?
But
is it like a time and space thing? So he went to the same location, but back in his universe, kind of thing. So he's at the same
because
bar.
I'm confused because
no,
how
no,
does he?
yes.
How does
No,
how
no,
does,
they've established that.
Because how does he then interact with Eddie Brock or with?
Because it's
like,
not Mordo. Yeah.
Is this scene here? Hold on, where was he? Let me find. Was this scene here in this universe, or is it in the universe that's back where Eddie Brock disappeared to from here?
Fucking
You know what I mean?
because
Do you get what I'm saying?
This
Okay,
is the
Rhino.
Vulture thing all over again. It's fucking confusing.
Because what happened was, the Vulture appeared in the same jail cell in the alternate in an alternate
Morbius.
universe, which was the
Yeah.
Morbius universe. Okay, if this is the universe that drop originally came from, that's the MCU universe, because we've already established ties to Tom Holland's Spider-Man through all the clips and everything that was going on in there. This has to be either the current one or an alternate one, because the bartender is clearly different. He's now a patron versus the bartender. Maybe multiverse shit is opening up, and that opens up, and he's there because he can detect a breach.
Do you guys want to know what I think? I think they're like, oh, hang on, we unleashed the symbiote in the MCU. We need to take that back because this is the final movie and no more Venom. So they kind of want to
Maybe there's something like that.
you
The
know,
thing that doesn't make sense
contain it.
about this being in an alternate universe is the fact that symbiote is in the same spot on the bar, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
that if it was a different universe, then that wouldn't, the things wouldn't, like, maybe characters would be the same, but just different positions. Like you're saying, he's gone from being the bartender.
This is Eddie Brock comes back, and as he's leaving, he drops a thing, but as he arrives, he's still dropping the same thing. So this is the Eddie Brock universe that we are, and this is the same. There, most likely that's what's going to be happening.
I think this could be a misleading image too, because I still think that there's a possibility that even though he's on that side of the bar, he could still be the bartender. But he's sitting down now, having a break and having a discussion. Like, we don't know the context of that. It could very well be the case of what you're saying, Grant. I get that. But what I'm saying is, like, it could also be.
Yeah, he was in Toby's ward, so it doesn't make sense. Plain and simple. That's what I'm saying. Like,
anyway.
And it's our job to make sure that remains a secret.
Let's go get him.
Because there, he's seeing him. Like, I just don't know.
We are fugitives. On the run, in the city.
The unlimited dream, my friend.
You mean it?
No! This is Chance!
Hello!
wait, what?
Pause a second.
Whoa!
Go back.
Go back.
All right, there was a guy. Yeah,
Was that Reese Ethan? Was that?
No.
Yeah. Go forward.
Keep going.
Yeah.
That's Reese Evans.
Yes, that's the lizard.
Because
so
he looks
is
exactly
this
the
in
same.
Andrew's world? Who the fuck
Okay,
knows?
well,
They don't fucking know. All right, they
Dude,
have no
he
idea.
looks exactly the same as he does in Game of Thrones.
That confuses
That's what I'm saying.
the situation even more now.
It is.
Oh,
it's
man. Okay,
Reese
all right. Imagine if we get a Venom with an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie.
Well, okay, no. Dude, this is in the Andrew Garfield universe. Sorry, this Venom is set in Andrew Garfield's universe.
Not in Toby's.
No, because he
Toby's
went to
got
Toby's.
Eddie Brock with Topher Grace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. He does too. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
No. They stated that that this is in this universe. The Mobius universe is a different universe altogether.
Oh, wait. No, someone in chat said he's got 2 arms, though.
He does have 2
Oh.
arms.
He's playing
Okay,
guitar.
just out of curiosity, is that not? Wait, is that not Reese Evans? Because he looks exactly like he does as Otto
Yeah,
Hightower
it
in
is.
Game of
It
Thrones.
is. Like, people on the internet have confirmed that is indeed Reese Evans. He's credited. So it's the same actor, like 100%.
Okay. This is getting more confusing. It's interesting, but it's more confusing.
And then we're going to find out that's the dog from Hawkeye on the left.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. That was clearly a black. Oh my god, it is.
Or maybe it's a transition dog from Nowhere. You know, the collector. The dog, the space dog.
Yeah, the
anyway.
cosmonaut.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason they're after us.
My own.
Ah, they're doing symbiote invasion.
Fuck you. Wait, Eddie Brock is religious? Sorry, Venom is religious?
Could you pause on this part here? Go a little bit back.
Was that
okay? So they're doing the typical Anthony Hopkins Hannibal Lecter scene with Toxin, because this guy is meant to be Toxin. This actor.
That's really.
Yeah.
I like that. I could say, are you sure this is an American thing? Because there's a lot of British actors in this.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy is meant to be Toxin, who's kind of like a spawn of Venom and Carnage, but he's supposed to be a good guy. He's not supposed to be this Hannibal Lecter in a cage. Let me tell you about Venom, and I'll get you my revenge on him. Bloody,
Well,
he's not.
He's
that character.
Technically, he's the when it was bitten. Okay, well, it depends on what version you're going to go. So if you're going to go to the Ultimate Universe, it was when he was bitten. So he technically, when Carnage bit someone, so that would make him Venom's grandkid.
Yeah,
because Carnage existed when someone bit into Eddie, and then this guy bit into him, which makes So if they're doing the same thing, this is
he's a cop Mulligan or something like that, and he's
yeah,
aka Toxin. Yeah.
That bar was in Toby's universe, though. No, I don't think it was. Was it?
That bar was in Tom Holland's and in Venom.
Andrew Garfield.
No, fuck's sake. Yeah,
bar. I don't
Tom
remember
Holland's.
that bar in Toby's. Which movie
No,
was
it's
that?
not. It's not in Toby's. It's not. Forget Toby. Toby's is
Forget
completely separate.
Toby has nothing to do with this.
But see, the question,
Tom Holland
is, the bar was in Toby's universe, though, right? That was the question. That's why I'm asking.
No, Tom.
No,
it was in Tom Holland's universe.
Tom Holland's universe. Yeah.
So, is this character Patrick Mulligan? Is that what they're trying to say?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It is Patrick.
That's what I was
Mulligan.
wondering. Because it's weird that you're getting all these British
villain.
characters playing American characters. He's supposed to be the New York typical, born and bred guy from Queens.
Circus is.
I know this actor. He cannot pull that accent off.
Guys, I really short
gotta
on
go?
time. Yeah.
You got to go?
Yep.
Thanks for coming on. Is there anything that you would like to plug before you do go?
Two big things. Tomorrow I'll be on Metal Commander's channel. He's celebrating like 100th live stream. Mark the Cyborg will be there, and a bunch of other EFAP related guests. So check that out. And on Tuesday around 8 p.m. British time, I'll have John Graham on, the guy behind RB and the Chief show.
Oh, beautiful.
Very honored to meet him. He's a really cool guy.
Nice.
So yeah, check that out on my channel on Tuesday, 8 p.m. British time. I'm sure it'll be a good live stream. And yeah, thank you guys for having me on. Sorry, I can't stay for the stream, but
it's all right. We're going to wrap up soon anyway. We've got half a minute left of this trailer, and then we're wrapping it up. So
yeah, it's
take
a piece
care,
of shit.
dude.
That's what I have to say about it. All right, see you
Thanks.
guys.
Bye.
No problem.
Can any mods please drop True Pop Culture's link in the chat. That would be greatly appreciated. And thank you for coming on, Pop Culture. All right, let's finish this trailer and get out of here.
Everything will end.
We may not make it out of this alive, buddy.
Eddie.
Yeah,
the time has come.
So confused.
Be honest with me. How fast do you think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out.
The true grit.
There you go.
That,
There
looks like a
you go.
fever, that movie just looks like a fever dream.
Yeah, it does. I don't like the way Eddie is depicted as like a bit of a bum, though, too.
Dude, it's
Like,
not
always-
Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock. Eddie
always
Brock was
sweaty and
a
shit.
fucking like he was an astronaut, fucking genius bloke. Like he was the ultimate alpha male. Yet he's like, oh, yeah, I'm a bumbling reporter. Oh yeah, I can't pay my rent. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm scared as shit. Oh, is that lettuce? Oh my god.
Yeah, and a big part of the character is like his hatred for Peter Parker, which eventually turns into his hatred for Spider-Man overall, and that drives him for, the entire first year or a couple of years of his.
That was
existence in the
a
comics.
huge point because it was a misguided thing, and because the Venom symbiote didn't understand how to deal with human emotions, it was one small slight that turned Venom into hating Peter Parker, which turned Eddie into hating Peter Parker. Which it was this that they fed off each other. It was a symbiotic relationship to the point where you didn't know where either one of them ended or began. Dude, I can't not see that.
That's so quick. God damn. That's photoshopped on. Like it actually looked. Did it look like it was photoshopped on?
No, I think that's real. Oh no, it's not. The guy has muscle definition. Never mind.
Yeah, I got muscle definition.
It's missing some
Oh, look at
Star
them
Wars
guns. Don't
posters.
forget,
A little bit.
if you're going to show your guns off, Ryan, you got to go full screen.
No, I don't have big guns. I'm not fucking scrawny.
I mean, pistols still kill people. It's all right.
Anyway, that's it. We're all done. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to the members. Thanks to everybody who super chatted or sent a member chat. We really appreciate you. Thanks to True Pop Culture for coming on. Please go over and give him a sub. He's a good dude. And we do love having him on when he does come on. Mr. Grant Gregory, what have you got coming up and where can people find you?
Give me a quick second. Go to someone else, and then I'll come back to me. I wanna
Blake, thank
quickly
you
plug
for
something.
coming on tonight, dude. Appreciate having you.
No worries.
Is there anything that you'd like to plug or let everyone know whether they can find you?
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. I don't really do anything with it. Rhino's been on there before. We talked about the replacements. That was fun. But yeah, so Liquid Blake, Network of Nonsense. Subscribe to me there. There's going to be some more stuff coming up. But otherwise, each week on the spacing, United Spaces Alliance, Tim used to be Open Airlock Policy. I'm usually a guest there each week on the spacing. So give him a follow. It's a fun show. It's, if you subscribe to Rhino and you like Star Wars, you'll probably get some entertainment out of it as well.
You like having a laugh at Star Wars' expense is really what it is these days, isn't it?
Yeah, and usually we spend about 10 minutes, 15 minutes each week making fun of Rhino as well. So that's, you can tune in for that.
Yeah. Always show up in the chat and they're always like, oh, we mentioned Star Wars. Well, yeah, of course, you're talking about it. Anyway, thank you, Blake, for coming on. Please, everyone, go and give Blake a sub. And, of course, go and follow United Spaces Alliance, Tim, over at Open Airlock Policy, which is rebranded to United Spaces Alliance, and give him a follow as well. Skirmitar, is there anything that you'd like to plug or let everyone know where they can find you?
Well, we could hate raid little after the stream ended.
We could too.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Lethal.
Make sure you call it a Pride Month raid.
So when the stream ends, please go into this link and Just hate on Little because he's a fucking. Yeah.
And Grant, let me show you your screen.
Yep. Yeah, so in the final stretch, I'm almost at 500,000 subs. So, yeah, jump over and give us a sub. So, yeah, in the final stretch, I'm finally monetized now. Apparently, my own stuff was the thing that was stopping me. My interview with Lethal was apparently a very bad thing. So, who would have thought that? But yeah. So yeah, jump over there. I'll be doing a bunch of tutorials during the week and a few live streams. Oh, there you go. Thank you very much for subbing.
Beautiful.
Appreciate you.
Excellent. So go over and give Mr. Grant Gregory a sub. And as for me, tomorrow Flashcast is going to be on Tug's channel, that umbrella guy. He'll be hosting. Flash is off for this week. So he'll be doing that over there. So I'll be there tomorrow, normal time, I believe. And other than that, for me, I've got the Acolyte coming up during the week and Casual Rage, which we'll be doing the breakdowns. We did a 5-hour stream this week, or Friday, basically just breaking down the 2 episodes and talking about the Acolyte. It was Acolyte week this week, so it was everything
Acolyte
to do
month,
with the
isn't it?
Pretty much.
More like Acolyte
Acolyte
heavy
2 months,
Acolyte.
sort of thing. But
Lines
yes,
up well with the Pride Month.
everybody go over to Gronking on Dogs podcast, GOD podcast, and tell them, fuck you for streaming over TFA. Let's see. Let's get some volume and see if they respond.
Hey, Raid.
Yeah, go wish Mozza a happy birthday.
We love the hate raid.
Yeah, everyone just go happy birthday,
Happy
Moz.
birthday, Moz.
I'll take a look.
Oh,
at
this
my
is the
savings.
one Actually, no.
Fucking.
Oh,
Yeah,
let me
actually, even better.
Aim for
Say
the
happy
house
birthday,
fucking-
Lethal. It'll
Fuck
piss him
you
off
for
even more.
screwing over TFA.
You
Rhino,
ruined the joke,
this
Grant.
is
You
game
ruined it.
Fuck, you can fucking duplex as a mobile home.
I don't
This is the
care.
game you've been waiting for forever. Thank you for the raid, by the way. I was
Happy
a
birthday,
streamer.
Moz.
I checked the. I was here for the
Happy.
first bit.
We're still streaming. We're stream sniping you, you dog.
Look. We have to talk about the gay games, okay?
Happy
We have to.
birthday,
to be done, Rhino. Rhino,
Lethal.
everyone in the chat for Summer Game Fest now knows of Mazza. He's a celebrity now. So
There we go.
Mozza's not even there, is he?
Rhino, you should
Yeah,
come
is-
on
is that
Monday
him?
on the fucking
Yeah.
Ubisoft one. That's what I think should happen. Just for the fucking Star Wars one. And then he just rage quits after he sees how bad the game's gonna be. Happy birthday.
Yes, I do mean
Lethal.
tonight.
Star Wars is trash. This is more entertaining. Star Wars is dead. Let it go. Oh.
All right, that's it. Go over and give them.
Rhino hate is needed. Oh no.
Yeah, they're hating on me. So we're gonna leave now. All right. Thanks everyone for being here. We will see you in 4 weeks' time for another Back of the Ute. But we will see you next weekend on the same channel for the standard full Aussie podcast stream, whatever you want to call it, show, and we'll see you there. All right, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Good day.
See ya.
Fuck yeah, cunt.
Oh, Mozza, read that.
Mozza, don't let the American bitch.
Did you just fart?
Yes, I did. Tell you what to do.
I think it's bedtime,
Question mark.
I think it's bedtime for Mozza. That's that's the type of videos that we watch on fucking Happy Hump Day.
I gotta pee. Oh my god. Kicking it off with send the tone. dog is refreshing, as we all agree. Through hate we love, it's a good. Jump on in it, the back of the pop culture talk, get ready to go. Hey Mods, have you even seen the show? Still it's all man of history, what's the deal? Accused of hate, but perhaps he's just real. Hungry or hatred, what's his true zeal? Only his comics will reveal the ideal. Mr. Grant Gregory, oh what a sight. Selling humanity to AI without a fight. Clean your crust and hold on tight. He's mapping the future into the night. Autism mate with a game plan in hand. Coffee, milk and blocks in Minecraft land. Toxic nail hollers with the jesting hum. Telling Matza, oi, I am banging your mom.
Put a ticket in and make her name it gay!